goodness, we're here, live, on Twitch. Who would have thought? And let me double check the sound. Yeah. All right, I can hear me. Let's hear everybody else.
Check, check.
Are we dead yet?
Oh. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Good.
All right, everybody is good.
Yeah.
Let's save these for backup. Do the one ear shuffle. Alrighty. Go ahead and close that because I don't need it. And I did not mean to close it for the map. But alright, why don't you guys go ahead and sound off as to who you are and your characters.
I'm Travis, and I'm playing a half-elf rogue named Soulstar. Likes to go around, do rogue type stuff. Sneaky.
A sneaky rogue? Never heard of it.
Yeah.
No.
I got a dragon the last session too, so watch out for that now.
Oh yeah.
Very sneaky. With the dragon.
Yep.
Yeah, and I've now named the dragon Captain Nibs, or the Deputy Director of Devastation and Education.
There you go.
Very
What's that acronym spell out?
Oh god. CNDD and DE.
So dibs it is.
Captain
Perfect.
Nibs.
He's got dibs on dibs.
Wonderful. Well, I am Andrew, and I am portraying Thimble, the human ranger with antlers and an
With a
affinity
question
for
mark?
apples. No, they're human. They were definitely born a human.
But the question is, are you still human?
And that question remains.
We may never know.
Andrew's a little thirsty.
Sorry, there's something caught in my throat there. It was a lie.
I'm Kelly. I'm playing Braun, a rather drunken dwarf fighter, Echo Knight, who still has massive memory issues and a head injury that prevent him from really knowing a jack about shit. And I try to drink my troubles away as often as possible.
Very relatable.
I have no idea where I threw that character
Don't
from.
know what that's like.
No
Yeah.
idea.
Nah.
And
Never
I'm
drink.
Agnes, and I play Lila, a Genasi cleric, who kind of just tries to keep people alive and is
Doing
usually
pretty well
pretty
with that.
lost with what's going on.
Nah, it's the DM. He's not that great at explaining things. No, just kidding.
No, it's more that she lived a pretty sheltered life, so this is all
Brand
New and
new.
yeah.
Yeah.
Exploring is not her forte.
Cool.
Alrighty.
And I am your Dungeon Master. Welcome to the stream, or if you're watching on YouTube, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment, good or bad, I really don't care. So yeah, we're starting off from last round where the group finished off the, I guess, final version of Yalapoi, and tumbled through a portal on back to the decks of Kingsport, where Fimble saw his stepdad, or I guess
New.
Dad.
yeah, newest.
I don't think he
stepfather
really
figure.
asked for this.
No,
New.
he's just a nice guy, and you
Yeah.
projected this onto him. He's like, I just taught
Yeah.
the guy how to fish.
Listen, that's
And
a
I'm like,
very
"Dad?"
intimate situation. Teach a man to fish.
That's true.
You know. I have nothing more to add to that.
Okay. And we stopped with the group in a huddle and Fimble embracing Jared. We had Nactus is Earth, who is the surging Morgar, and the Corvus Queen, and
And we didn't kill the
Ashavash.
NPC that came with us.
no, yeah, Tofan Grace is still kicking. He's got a nice big open, nice big scar on his abdomen from being gored.
Mm-hmm.
But he's still alive.
He's still alive because of that mass healing word.
I'm so glad we managed to keep Grace Kelly alive as long as we could.
So we've moved to Grace Kelly from Topher
Yeah.
Grace to Grace Kelly.
Yeah,
Topher Grace Kelly.
it's a big jump.
Yeah, it's a bit of a jump. All right, we're going to start back up with the group tumbling back out. Thimble is holding Jared in a nice tight embrace. The group is still on the ground. People are onlooking, and Nactus is Earth comes up. He's like, "So, how did it go? Were you able to figure out what exactly was going on up on the Pride of Abraxas?"
We had
Can you
another
say
meeting.
that?
Yeah, we had a meeting.
We had a wonderful encounter with Demi Lich, I think. Not sure what that is, but
Demon Lich, you mean? Maybe? Yeah?
Maybe.
Well, I've sent some scouts out. It's been a couple days since we've heard from you, so...
Days?
Yeah.
Has it been that long?
It's been about 2.5 days since you left.
Seems like it's only been hours.
Honestly, to me, it feels like at least 3 weeks.
Well, you still need to learn how to tell time properly, I would assume. You should try reading that, that tome that,
It doesn't go to W.
Oh. What a waste.
What letter does it go to again?
C.
C.
Okay. Yeah, so it doesn't even go to T for time.
No. The foreign
About
concept.
circadian rhythm.
Ah. Is that what that is? I honestly, I saw the word and it was a little confusing, even with the scarf.
I don't even think it's English or common.
What's English? No.
Ah.
All right, well, you're good to see you're all free. The scouts we're just waiting to hear what's going on with the scouts up on the Pride of Abraxas. Last time they chimed in, there was a lot of the flora and fauna seemed to be dying out, but then they said after a few minutes, their whole island started to shake. And there was a structure up ahead of them that sort of crumbled and sank into the earth. And
Sounds about right.
Ashavas Meyer comes up. She's holding a sending stone. And she comes up. She looks at the groups. She's saying, Barley's asking if anybody has the tablet to pull it out. I guess he's at Satori with Joel. They've got some information to divulge.
Shit.
No.
Okay. I pull the tablet out of the bag of holding.
And as you look at the screen, it sort of ripples in the water and it flicks on, and you can see Joel's face, and Braun, Barley,
They
and
can
Barley,
FaceTime now?
and Barley behind him.
There was an OS update.
He waved. He's like, I can't see you, but next time we meet, I've got an update for your tablet. Anyways, good news is the lake isn't acidic anymore. And our flora and fauna in the Isle is not decaying. So whatever you guys did, you seem to break the curse that tied Satori to the pride of Abraxas. Now,
Are there still any floating islands?
oh yes, they've scattered quite a bit by now. There's just one, like a group of islands, but I managed to get some adventurers up there, and it just seems to be just floating islands, nothing of import. We've got crews diving into the lake, retrieving all the lost gold and
Did we ever finish our discussion on whether or not we should get a cut of that?
we did.
Since
That
we
I
sounds
did-
like
don't remember.
well,
I believe
first we gotta evenly distribute what people have paid already to the corrupt mayor and give it back. But I'm pretty
But
sure.
we got rid of it.
I'm sorry. What?
Apparently, we got
Ron,
rid of
you're
that
done now.
mayor and fixed the lake, and then we got rid of that mayor again just now.
Yes. Well, next time you're in Satori, you have a paycheck from me coming.
Yeah, and I
So
think, let me see, I
Well-
believe from here we're getting what, 60 platinum each? Was it?
yes.
Okay.
Can I see my reflection in the water?
You look down, make a investigation or perception.
Oh, off the pier.
Yeah,
Mm.
Lila's not getting close to the edge of the pier.
I'm very careful about it.
Of the ring of water walking.
No, I gave it back.
Okay.
It's gonna be 19. Or yeah, 19. Yeah, 19.
All right.
I gave it back because we got the rings of flying or whatever to get up the cliff.
Okay.
That's
And you.
I think those were.
Yeah, Fimble looks down and you see your reflection nice and clear. The water's very still. You can see some little fish swimming about down below.
Does he see Braun step up behind him and give him a little shove? Not to try to get him into the water.
Not
just
really,
give him
because
I mean,
you're
with a
little-
19.
If you're gonna shove him, you have to like make a strength check. But,
I'm just trying
Just a playful push.
just to
a
play
playful
full.
push. All right, yeah. He,
But see, I've been
yeah,
drinking.
you don't see your reflection because you're further away and you're tiny, so you have to get closer to the edge.
behind him. It's only a 7. I assume that's probably enough for you to keep your balance.
Yeah. You just
It's
feel
really
warm
more like
hand
you
on
just
your
walk
back.
up and you drunkenly
don't
like go to
have-
put your like push me, but you just put your hand on my back. And I'm like, aw.
I don't
My
have a spell
anorexic
slot
shoulder.
available right now for water walking, so if he goes head in,
No, he's fine.
Lila's not saving him.
You're fine. I'll be all right, right?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I'm not in the water. We're good.
Yeah, just it gets,
Not
he
in the
thinks
water.
it's a nice pat on
Yeah.
the back from Braun. So
Yeah, I put my hand on Braun's shoulder and I'm like, we did it.
Braun is
That's
covered
cool.
in blood and still at half hit points, and that's after.
Yup.
I am fucked up.
Half hit points, very few spell slots,
Yeah.
Mhm.
well, if
terrified
there's
of the water.
anybody that still needs some healing, there's an infirmary I can take you down to. I've got my people gathering the coin for you. That was 60 platinum each for doing us all a solid. And with this curse removed, unfortunately, Kingsport does have a vulnerability now. People are able to see through the fog and notice it, so we're going to start having to move up to the pride of on top of the cliffs and resettle.
Oh shit. So I mean, you have to empty all your kegs for easier travel. Are we throwing a little moving party tonight?
Oh, you guys have done enough. Don't worry about that. Just, if you need any sort of assistance in or repairs due to injuries, just follow Qui-Gon. He'll take you. Qui-Gon comes up and he's in a white robe and a white cap, sort of on his head.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Come with me and I can take you to the infirmary and we'll deal with all your injuries.
Qui-Gon, what do you like to drink?
What do I like to drink? Well,
Is it gin?
No, I don't really like gin. It's too sour for my taste. I'm more
No gin for Qui-Gon.
Yeah, more of a tequila or a rum.
You're wild.
Yes, well, you should see me on the dance floor.
Where did you go to school again?
Oh, I didn't go to school. I'm self-taught.
Oh boy. And you're the only one around here who can patch us up.
Well, I am quite good. I've managed Kingsport for a few years now, and I have not heard any complaints.
I think just a good night's rest will do us some good.
Yeah, unless you got any healing potions you want to toss our way for our next meeting.
He hands each of you a greater health potion.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put that in my bag.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take that.
Yeah. See, if you don't ask, you don't receive.
Huh?
It's Kingsport. We have all kinds of treasures here.
Excellent.
But again, we could probably even touch up your little friend's forehead there. Just maybe smooth it out a little bit. But hey.
Are you talking cosmetic, or you can try to fix my brain?
Oh, I mean cosmetically. I can't fix a broken brain.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to get rid of that potion of fire breathing because I used that up. Delete.
But if you don't need any services from the infirmary, please, feel free to catch some R&R and take a nap or so. And in about a couple hours, I believe Nactus here is going to have a feast for y'all for a job well done.
Nactus puts his hand on him. Well, yeah. Well, you can go ahead on back. So, I just can't believe what happened. I mean, you know what was going on? What the heck did you encounter there?
The mayor of Satori was there, and he was mean again.
Mean again. Okay.
There's an elemental beast of some kind, elemental spirit guarding the outside.
Well, that makes sense. I mean, before the Dominion took over this isle and renamed it, it was the Isle of the Living Land, so there's all kinds of spectral guardians and Feywild protectors that inhabit this isle. So that's
There's
nothing new to me.
Yeah, one less now. Not quite so living.
Well,
But
I'm sure you did what you had to do.
Kind of just a big pile of rocks now.
yeah.
Oh, Braun, that bag of gems that you wanted so bad is now buried.
There's a bag of coins. I
Mhm.
think.
Coins?
Yeah.
The bag of endless coin.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that treasure chest at the very end when you guys were running
Mhm.
through. So much treasure Braun left behind. What a shame.
Yeah.
Was there
Oh, well.
anything else that you stumbled across? We saw the sky filled with clouds and thunder and lightning formed around the Pride of Abraxas. It was quite...
Look, a little star. That's his secret if he wants to tell it. Okay. Just a glance.
It reminded me of my my encounter with the Kraken.
No Krakens.
Definitely did not find a kraken. Do you think one might be?
It's he holds out a little crystal. So light blue crystal, and there's like tentacles pressed up against the sides of it, swarming all around. A friend of mine, Cecile DeLuna, she introduced me to these summoning stones and places where each Fey Guardian is located. It's how I got the title of Tamer of the Kraken. I can summon this.
Guardians?
Yes, I'm able to summon it at will. After some time, I have to sort of recharge and meditate with it for about a week.
Do you ever consider keeping the title but selling the Kraken in a bottle?
No, it's done me too well as protecting my people and my ships when it comes to the Empire and their naval fleet. So I'd rather keep it at my side than give it away.
True. And it's not like we'll always be around water and such.
Exactly.
Make the best use of Krakens.
I think a Kraken could fuck some shit up on dry land, at least for a second or two.
Oh, it certainly could, but I think it'd be more useful in their hands. It sounds like they would fight ahead of them, especially with the fog rolling back. I think they'll do it more than we do. Besides, we have Captain Nibs.
That's what he's referring to.
He's the captain. He outranks the Kraken.
Interesting. I just noticed the power essence was similar to my first time calling the Kraken. So I figured maybe you guys stumbled across something else. But
we did and we didn't. We did and we didn't.
Okay.
There's a lot of weird shit that happened down there.
All right,
Yeah.
cool.
And you're another raised eyebrow, being like,
Like,
this guy seems nice.
Well, if
Yeah,
you're
Soulstar had a dragon.
a dragon, you say. Interesting.
Yeah, he came out
Bimbo
of
is
my
the best
hands.
secret
like
keeper
a summoning
ever.
stone.
Makes sense. There is usually something that comes out of cursed places, things like that. Guardians of old, set to protect.
No, like he had a dragon and he controlled it.
Oh, really?
I did do that, yes,
Yeah, like he told it what to do.
Interesting.
with my mind.
Yeah.
Well, do you have
And,
any more?
I kind of like to do it again too. I had a fun time.
Excellent. I've my associate Cecile DeLuna. She has a few summoning stones right now. She's headed towards the north, the Scars of Arias, where apparently there's yet another summoning circle where she can activate and release a Fey Guardian.
Maybe help them with that journey if it could get us access to
So if
some of
you're-
the.
Well, if you're looking
Exactly,
to
sense.
expand your knowledge with your dragon, then she would be the one to contact with, and may be able to give you each a summoning stone of your own and locations for where their idols may be throughout this isle.
And you
May
said
be
she already
handy
left.
may be handy in taking down this Nephrin Shide who can call forth all sorts of evil creatures.
Yeah. Yeah, my interest is definitely piqued. Also, side note, there's a teleportation circle here. We can go spend the day in Satori tomorrow and potentially be back to go on another excursion tomorrow night.
Ooh.
points at one of the end of the docks. Is that the gazebo at the end of the docks? I saw you all around it as it rose out of the water.
Mm-hmm.
No one's been able to activate it, so.
Yeah, there's a device you need to activate that. We happen to have one. If anyone wants to hitch a ride to Satori tomorrow morning, you might be taking a quick trip back there.
Let's at least rest here tonight. Because they're having a party in our honor.
Well, yeah, let's hang out, relax, and rest tonight, have a party, hit Satori tomorrow, get paid, restock, uncover some new mysteries.
Lyle is still holding the tablet in front of the group.
Avalon
so
by the afternoon.
you can see Barley sort of snap his fingers and runs back into the kitchen in the background, and they start working on food. Joel's like, well, it looks like you got everything covered. I'll see you when you get here in the morning.
Yeah, we'll see.
That sound
Signs
like a
off
plan?
and it clicks
Wanna
off
just-
and it
Are you not
ripples
coming
and
to the
goes
party
to black.
tonight?
Don't think they can use it on their end yet. I think we're kind of the only ones with the key.
Yeah,
He's
you're
got
the ones
a whole
with the
emporium. He's probably got a
gyroscopic
gyroscope
sphere, so that activates it. So you're the only ones that are able to activate the teleportation waypoints.
The fast travel points.
Yes.
Oh,
Very
wait,
much so.
before Barley goes, can we ask him if he needs a load of fresh fish, if he's willing to pay premium for it? Thimble, get your pole.
Yeah.
We'll go fishing.
Yeah, seriously,
I can
we
go
got
fishing.
paid last time, man. Let's bring some fish to Satori.
Dude, yeah, you'll
If we
you'll
could
make
get
a
that-
shit ton of money with that lost
Yeah,
haul.
you can make that kind of money on the docks of a fishing town. Imagine what we can get in Satori, which I think was landlocked.
Why are we
I
bothering
do
to
have
like
a now
dungeon crawl
unpoisoned
anyways?
lake, but
It's just fish.
or
Yeah.
acidic lake.
Yeah, we could stock it for them. See? We'll bring them some fish to throw in the newly not poisoned lake. Of course, Braun is not smart enough to think of any of this shit. This
I was
is...
gonna say, but you know, the smarter idea is to take saltwater fish and throw it into a freshwater lake.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm Braun.
Just poison these
From the
fish some
guy
more.
that used to have the fish.
They didn't make it, did they? You know? But
That's true.
I just kept pouring salt in the tank. I don't know what happened.
I thought they were buoyant.
Every time they would sink, you add more salt. It brings the fish up from the bottom. But
Well, if there's anything else I can do, please let me know.
yeah, I mean, if your friend needs some adventurers to go with her that are kind of curious about these summoning stones,
Well, she's already there. We can send a
Oh.
message to her.
yeah,
Let her know that people are on
Yeah.
the way. It's up north, up past Jisanko's
How far?
breath.
and that's still on this island, correct?
No, this is up north, above Aethon's Perch, where the Empire is based. This is the Scars
yes.
of Araya,
Oh, okay.
north
I
of
thought
Jisanko's
just
breath.
past back from. It'll
But-
probably be more than a day or two before we get to the men.
Understandable.
We're not sure where our
I mean-
track is taking us.
Exactly. So it's an option.
Yeah.
But if
well-
we could send a message to her, at least.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ashavas gets out her sending stone and she starts muttering, and she walks away, informing Celia DeLuna about you guys and expecting and having her expect some visitors on her path.
Okay.
She looks back up at the group and she's like, well, apparently she's going to be waiting in Jisanko's breath for the four of you. So,
Okay.
Why is it called Jisanko's breath?
because of the immense cold and chill winds that travel throughout the land in the north,
Is it stinky?
it's freezing cold. If you're not,
Yeah, it's not stinky.
Brian's breath is kind of stinky.
Well, you eat that much fat, drink that much liquor, you're gonna have some bad breath, I would assume. But anyways, please take your time, heal yourself. Dinner won't be ready for about a couple more hours, so you're at least, he looks as well. It's only 11, so it's probably gonna be about 5-6 hours for the evening. So please, get in your rest.
Yeah.
Heal, do what you need to do to heal thyself, and I'll send I'll send someone down to get you when everything's ready for you.
Yeah. Let's head back to the what did we call it? It was
Bert.
a dock dirt.
Bert.
It was a Bert.
Bert. Boat
Bert.
dirt.
Boat your
Reynolds.
I'm gonna take a short rest to heal up some die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most definitely. And talk over our plans.
Yeah.
That's
Wah, wah.
$11 + 3, so 14.
All right.
Nice.
Not 140.
No? I'm still down by 14, but I healed up a little bit.
Yeah.
It's down by 20, but I'm okay.
I maxed out.
Nice.
Sweet.
Can I, during that short rest, actually, yeah. Can I be reading the Tome of Clear Thought during
Absolutely.
that? Okay.
You can spend a couple hours reading it.
Mhm.
And Soulstar, if you want to spend a couple hours meditating with your crystal, you can do that as well.
I do. What does that mean? Like, do I stare deeply into it, and do I communicate with the dragon at all during this?
You can absolutely try.
Sweet. Yeah, I want to try and talk to it.
Okay.
Because I'm not typically a religious elf, so this whole
Mysticism is new to you?
New to me.
Yeah.
2 hours of any kind of focused concentration on anything is an achievement on my part. So
He's just putting the crystal in his mouth and staring into a corner.
I mean, what does it taste like? Yeah. What does it mean to meditate?
Okay. So you have it in your hand, and you're sitting down in your bed, and your flashes of the dragon emerging out of the crystal inside the crypt and rising, and sparks of lightning just crash around, and you open your eyes and you believe that there's lightning crashing all around inside your room. And you look
I
back.
probably dropped the crystal.
As you drop the crystal and it's on the floor, and you can still see sparks fly inside the crystal. You can see just a very small blue dragon flying inside the crystal.
Can I pick it up and apologize for dropping it?
Yes, you may. And you see a dragon come up. As you pick it up, you see a very small dragon come up to the edge of the crystal side and stares at you, and it licks the glass.
You're a cute little guy, aren't you?
It swarms around like a puppy would on the ground, but it's just flying about, and it comes back to the glass and licks it again.
You're cute.
Do the rest of
I
us
sense that there's a lot of anger in you. What?
Oh, when you said you're just a cute little guy, do the rest of us just see you staring down into your lap when you say that? No, just a theory.
I gotta turn Do Not Disturb off.
Ron's probably taking a booze nap in the corner, so I doubt I saw anything.
You're trying to fit a long rest into a short rest, I see.
Hell yeah.
All right,
Booze
and,
comes.
Lila, as you're resting, your REM's cycle starts kicking in, and you find yourself back at the frozen lake with your fox friend.
Oh, yay.
No. Beyond the lake, you see your hometown. On the other side of the lake, you look up to the sky and you see a dark cloud forming up above, thunder cackling in the background.
Does the frozen lake seem pretty solid?
Yeah. Your
Then
fox has already taken strides across the lake.
I'll follow him.
Okay. As you walk across the frozen lake, snow starts to fall, more thunder off in the distance. A couple of lightning streaks crash through the sky. As you get closer to the edge, the end of the lake, you can see your home about 100 feet away.
Start moving faster, running towards the town.
Okay. As you run across and through town, you don't see or hear anybody in the area. You get up close. You get up to your home, and the front doorway is just a little ajar.
Do I have my armor on? Like, do I have my shield and weapons with me? Or
Yep.
Is it just,
You have
okay.
you have everything that you've accrued in your journey so far on you.
Okay. I use the mace to like push the door slightly more open.
As you do so, you notice that there's a lot of dust and cobwebs that have accumulated throughout the house. Looks like nobody's been there for quite a while.
Okay. I cast light on my shield to kind of help me look around since I don't have dark vision.
Okay.
To kind of search through and see if there's any signs of like what might have happened or
As
how
you
long it's been.
enter through, you see windows cracked and smashed, and snow, and the cold wind is filling through the house. There's a lot of broken furniture in the living room, and throughout the first story of the house, there's still no sign of anybody. A lot of damage throughout the house. No sign of anybody down there.
I would make my way through the house towards the back to the smithy.
Okay. As you get towards the smithy, where your father used to be, it was a renowned smithy for the town. You open that back door, and everything has been dismantled and broken and destroyed. There's no sign of any tools, or even the forge somebody poured water over it, and it's just like a frozen ice patch where the forge is.
Okay. When I look out the front of the smithy shop, does the rest of the town look just as dilapidated?
Yes, it does.
Okay. I would, seeing that there's no signs of my father, at least here, going in and out, there's really no point on going upstairs. I would make my way towards where I know the mayor's, or the mayor, right?
Well, Baron, but yeah,
Baron's.
another name.
Yeah, the Baron's estate would be to see if there's any sign, like, is the entire town been abandoned, or is there any signs there? based off of the information we've heard.
So you go to the Baron's palisade, palace, and it seems pristine. You don't see anybody working around, but everything seems to be in good stature. You see their family flag and their crest of the Von Trusks. That looks very similar to the Syndicate's insignia.
Is my fox anywhere to be found?
Your fox is sitting
Being
behind
possessed
you.
by Orion.
No,
Okay.
sitting behind you, and it's sort of got its nose down and scoping out the area.
Okay. I am not sneaky in any form or fashion, so I would probably walk up to the door, and I'm assuming there's like a bell or something to like notify people, and just take my mace and just whack it.
Yeah, there's a bell that's got a little rope dangling from it, but you just slam it with your mace, and as soon as you hit it, it just falls apart and falls into the snow.
Oh yay!
And yeah, go for it.
I was just gonna say, then I'd like go towards the front door and see if it opens.
Yeah, the gate to the manor, just a little bit of a push, and it creaks open. A gust of wind against your backside sort of pushes you through the gate side, and as you look back, the gate's closed. Your fox friend is behind you, and you turn around and look at the manor, and you see a familiar garb laying on the front yard of the manor. It's the same garb that your father figure Edric wore.
I go and inspect it. Is it like just random clothing of his? Is it like an old corpse? Like what am I coming up on?
The garb is tattered. You can see many blood stains all over it.
Okay. If it doesn't have really any clues per se other than bloodstains, I continue making my way into the manor.
Right. As you go to the front of the manor and you go to open that door, lightning crashes, a gust of wind blows you again through the door, and when you're past the breachway, you find yourself inside the manor. There's all kinds of riches. You see to your right there is a grand hallway where you see people in fancy dress. You start to hear strings and music playing, and people are dancing and having a joyous time.
Okay. I guess I head down that hallway towards the gathering.
As you make your way through that gathering, you can see people and servants with food and all kinds of drink just sort of going by. One of them passes right through you.
Lovely. I look for, since there doesn't seem like I can interact with the folk here, look for like the head table or where the Baron would be sitting.
Yep. At the back of the hall, there's a very large table and a very large chair. And the back of the chair does have the Von Trusk crest on the back of it.
But no one's sitting in it.
But no one's sitting in it, yeah.
Some of the faces you sort of recognize, but they seem older and emotionless as they dance and mingle about the other people there.
Okay. Not sure where to go from here. Has my fox followed me into this room, or is it still in the entryway?
Yeah, it's still back behind the gates, so it's not with you.
Oh, okay. I thought you said it went with me. I'm sorry.
Nah.
I guess I would start searching the manor for any signs of the Trusks or any sign of like. I don't want to hold out hope for my father at this point, but signs of his stuff maybe, or any clues that way.
Right, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Investigate. I'm a +0 to that. That's a 10.
Right, you look about, and as you turn around, you see a staircase that goes up and around to the next floor, and you see the Baron embroidered clothing, a large sort of gown, cape cloak that sort of drifts down up through the stairs as he walks down, just sort of following, very regal and gallant. The crowd starts clapping, music stops, and then they all fade. The building dematerializes, and you're back inside your room.
Yeah. I'm back in the Burt.
Yep, back in the Burt. No Ernie,
Okay.
just Burt.
Yep, just Burt. Great. Yay. So. Hey, Braun. Like I shake Braun away.
Hmm?
We might. I don't know if we want to take a day detour.
What do you mean?
Well, you know my fancy fox that has been possessed by an otherworldly being before?
I remember the rodent that follows you around.
Yeah, that one. It decided to show me a image of my hometown, kind of barren and desolate and not in great shape. That's also where we're meeting What's-Her-Futz. I can't remember the name right now.
Celia DeLuna.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the same place. I was hoping her
Yeah.
on the way.
No. When she said Yasenko's breath, that's my hometown.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. We can put off meeting up with Barley and stuff. I mean, he's making dinner plans.
He's making breakfast.
He said he had a
plans.
paycheck for us.
He
Yeah.
does. I mean, if we made it quick, but I don't know how quickly the gyroscopic sphere recharges. I don't know if it's like instantaneous, we can go back and forth, or if it's gonna need a day to recharge. So that's my worry. Nope. DM shakes his head no. So if we want to be quick about it, then
Yeah.
like grab and go. But seems like it might be advantageous to us to be quick.
Okay.
Can
Well,
I overhear this conversation?
I'm not quiet about it, so yeah. if you're out of your meditation.
Well, I don't know. Like, we could find a sending stone. Do you know anyone there that we could, like, try and send a message to see if everything's all right?
Well, to sending stone, the other party needs to have one. If we can find somebody, wait.
Yeah, no. If you know anybody in that town, yeah.
Well, you do know that Ashavas Meyer had one and went off and got the information. So you know Asha has a sending stone, and so does...
She's on her way there.
No, no.
Oh, she's already there?
She's in Kingsport with you guys. She was just informing Celia that people were going to be on their way. That's why she's staying at Jasanka's Breath to meet you guys there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So if you want to find out more, you could probably talk to Asha.
Yeah.
Who's more likely going to be ferrying you guys to Jasanka's Breath via ship.
My only other thought...
have a Kraken aboard.
There's that. Are we going to need, like, cold weather gear? And is this a better place to get it than in Satori, or... I mean, what?
I don't know on that one. Cold weather gear, yes. But
Satori
where
was
to get that?
So maybe get it on the way. But that's my only thought. As far as I'm concerned, Barley can hold on to that money because it's just earning interest. Every day I'm out on this meeting excursion, the interest is... And he's got quite a lot of VIG to pay me.
And it was Asha has a sending stone to, what was the name again? To...
Celia de Luna.
Celia.
Celia Deluna.
That's funny, I spelled that exactly correct. So yeah, I would then head to Asha, and
in the middle of the night,
her.
or
is it the
But you
middle?
said we were waiting.
I thought we were taking a nap till dinner.
Yeah, that's right. No, my bad. But yeah,
No, you're fine.
so it's like
so yeah, I would
midday.
add to, or head to Asha to ask her to just ask Celia what's the
I'd like to follow behind
right
too.
now.
All right,
I'll join you.
All right,
Pimble's fishing.
Oh no, I'm
Whatever's
reading.
going on.
Yeah. Lila and Soulstar make their way to Asha's ship, and granted access by the guards at the end of the rampway onto the ship. And say, oh well, I'm sure she'll be happy to see you. She's quite worried about the state of things. They let you onto the ship, and you know where her room is. So you make your way there, and doors already open, so you can see her at her desk, just sort of flipping through her cards, trying to piece things out.
I'll knock on the door.
Knock on the door
Let her know
frame.
we're here.
She looks up and she waves her hand. Come in, come in.
Could I ask a boon of you?
Absolutely, my friend. What can I do for you?
Could you get any information from Celia on the state of Yasanko's breath currently?
Absolutely.
Let's just say I had a not so happy nap.
Absolutely, my friend. She pulls out her stone and... Celia, what is the current status of Yasanko's breath? I have a native here who would like to know. Well, she says it's very cold, colder than she thought it was going to be, but she's glad that she stopped at a market and got some clothing. Everybody seems to be fairly happy, but hiding something. I'm not sure. The Baron von Trusk is out of town,
but his son is here taking over. There seems to be a lot of people in black and silver cloaks in the area, sort of guarding the manor. Everybody.
Right?
Sounds like Syndicate.
So. She says there's a smithy by Edric who makes the finest gear. So if you're there, you might want to stop by and check out his wares.
Yep.
So it sounds like everything's fine. We can still get paid tomorrow.
What?
Yeah.
No, we still have to take a boat to get there. We're a couple days out.
But
man.
we can get. Still, it sounds like everything's fine.
I'm not there. I can't have this debate with y'all, but think it through.
I'm just picturing what Braun is saying in my head, and I'm arguing against you.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Meanwhile,
No,
Braun,
his Echo Bro is standing right between you two. No.
Yeah, there you go.
it
God
echoes-
damn it, Braun.
No, Braun's back at the Burt. He's just readjusting his pork mead jar in the sun, trying to get some more sun tea.
I'm drinking mead today. Could you
That's
not?
why your breath smells so bad.
I haven't had it yet. I'm fermenting it. It's only been a few days. It's going to take weeks for that shit to get potent. Brewing is a patient art, okay? But anyway, no, I'm not there.
I would not peg you as patient.
No, I'm not, but I got other booze, so I'm fine. But yeah, seriously.
I don't know, Lila. Does this situation sound serious to you? I mean, it sounds like the
seems
Syndicate's there, but nothing's popped off yet.
Yet. That's the operative word, yet. Can you ask Celia to just keep an eye on that smithy till we get there?
Absolutely.
And get the hell out of town with them if anything happens. Like,
Yeah.
kidnap them.
Get out of Dodge.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And let us know as soon as she hears anything that is going awry.
She
Yeah,
passes
sounds like
the
a
message
cruiser.
along, and she replies back, absolutely.
Yeah. No one in that town looks like me, so it doesn't look like I have relatives there.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
One of your men said that you're worried about the situation that's developing. What was he talking about?
Well, there's the whole empire, and they're going to start move. I hear through the channels that they're going to be sending sentry forces to each and every town and village and city throughout the Isle to sort of seize more control and prepare for a war from the north. The Kingdom of Rains is apparently throw down their gauntlet after a coup and have declared war on every nation that opposed their quote-unquote birthright to the crown.
Well, it sounds like we don't want to be here for that.
That is true. But there's also this Nephrin Shide, the Syndicate. I'm just trying to make some sort of sense as to what my next plan can be, and of course I'm here flipping through cards, reading them, and trying to figure out what the ones up above us are trying to tell me.
We know the Von Trust
They don't give a shit about us.
connected to the syndicate, so
I beg to differ. I have managed to talk to at least a couple beings from the stars. They have,
and you believe what they said?
they've guided me this far, and I have no reason to guess or second guess what their meanings may be. As with you, and she looks at your armaments that you have attached, I see you've met Orion.
I put this on out of necessity. It just happened to save my life.
Yes.
It's not like I owe the guy my life.
Of course not, but
what has he done for me?
He has
I've
helped.
had a shitty life. He could have helped me out at any point along the way.
That's true, but how much can they actually intervene?
Then
They are all
what
part
sense
of a...
is there to worship them if they can't do shit?
Well,
You have
So-
your gods, mister, but
miss.
they never helped me none.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but maybe things will change for you, and you'll be able to see some sort of light or guidance, or not. Whatever floats your boat.
Maybe I'll see him tonight at the party.
You never know.
Meet a couple gods. If I'm lucky enough.
If you're ever interested, I can offer you a reading.
I'll take you up on that on our journey.
Sounds like a plan. This goes with you and all your friends. If you have any sort of interest into your past, present, or future, I will look upon my cards and see what answers we can find.
I'm good.
It could be cool.
Well,
Be nice to know what's ahead of us, you know.
says the one that doesn't believe. But if there's anything else I can do for you, please let me know. I hear food should be ready in just a couple hours, so I'm interested to see what they've got. Apparently your friend with the horns, was it Drimble? Fimble, yes. Apparently he's quite the fisherman.
Kind of like Fumble, but...
Well, apparently they fumbled their way into some very large fish. So I can't wait to see what kind of gumbos and food they have for us. Well, for you, but we'll all be participating in the feast. Again, I owe you so much just for saving us at Avalon. And when you're ready to head north, me and my crew will ferry you there and anywhere else you seem fit.
Sounds good.
Travel.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, let's go.
Guess we'll see you at the
Enjoy
party
our-
tonight.
Yeah, let's go enjoy our feast and get a move on, I guess.
Excellent.
While there's still some time before the feasts, I'd like to make my way to see the head chef, because I think I know him.
Oh,
But I forget his name. Is it Chet? Chunyan. That's
Chunyan peppers.
Chunyan.
You're gonna
I
add
see
some
if
play
he's,
of fish to your sandwich, aren't you? Like,
Oh, yeah, buddy.
at every
So I'll
stop.
probably smell his cooking before I even see him, you know?
Asha gets up and she goes into her closet and she starts draping her hands through the closet, and she starts looking about, trying to choose what she's gonna wear for the gala, for the feast for you guys.
I've probably still got blood on my shirt. I don't have a change of clothes.
Nope.
No. It's our part. It's a party for us. I shouldn't have to change.
Yeah, so you get off the ship and you start to smell a lot of spices, and you just follow that smell, and you see a big sort of banquet. There's tables, there's all tarps over the tables, and people are sort of rushing to get things set. You see the familiar face of Chunyan. Well, yeah, man. Well, you just gotta take that down to the other side of the table, and once you take those whiskey barrels down to the bar area and start loading those up and start getting those taps brewing. All right. Hey, it's my friend
Shut
Soulstar.
in.
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
My
how
buddy,
you doing?
man. So good.
Man,
What you got cooking back there?
well, I got a different type of the big deal. Instead of like the, owlbear, bugbear meat, I'm gonna try using some of that fish meat, the slobber knocker that your friend got us.
Oh, well, then you're going to have to change some of the sauces because that doesn't go with the...
Oh, yeah, we've got some nice tartar
fish.
sauces, some
Yeah.
sriracha, because that goes with everything,
Ooh.
Some spicy
But,
mayo.
What can I do for you, buddy?
I've been thinking about this new kind of like lemon meringue sauce
Lemon
that's
meringue
like
sauce.
infused with tequila.
Oh, yeah.
And I was wondering if that would be possible at all. Maybe
Oh, man.
that'd complement with that fish meat.
Well, I think you can do it, yeah. I mean,
Not to change your recipe last minute, but I've been
well, we
speaking
can
with some
we've got
pretty-
time to make some pies. We can do that, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Right.
So, yeah, I'd just like to spend this time before the banquet and everything. That's in the kitchen. Chutney.
All right, so you go off with Chunyan into the kitchen working on that. Fimble, where are you at?
So I've been reading this entire time. I'm just kind of like kicked back in the Burt, like probably in a windowsill somewhere.
Okay.
Haven't made it through the bees yet.
I'm about halfway through. But that's just what I've been doing this whole time.
Okay. As you look towards the window, you see a familiar forest beyond the window. A forest that you grew up with, Mother.
Look at it. Kind of bury my face in the book.
As you bury your face in the book, you look back to the book and it's just a living forest inside of the pages. You can feel a gust of wind brush past you. You see the hill off in the distance and the roots draping over it.
Okay, fine. And I get up from my perch. I start walking towards the hill.
All right, so you sort of put your head through the book and then arm in arm, and all of a sudden use it as a portal to get into the forest. You look behind you and the book is still there, and you see the room in the Burt through where its pages, and you look and a smile cracks through the roots and amber eyes open up.
Fimble, it's so good to see you, my child.
What is it? What?
I'm dying, Fimble. They stole my heart. And now they're after the rest of me.
Oh. Oh. What? How do I stop them?
Just keep on the path that you're on. Keep the friends you've made. I have not always been a great parent and guardian for you, but I've taught you many things to help guard yourself. Even what you have with you, I can send and feel your path along the way.
She points at the pouch around your neck.
I've been able to help you a couple of times to get out of your bad situations.
Mhm.
And if you're ever back south, you might want to check on the fields of Typhon.
Okay.
Just beyond there is the Moonshire Forest, where I am. I feel things encroaching in, and they do not seem pleasant, and I can only keep them away for so far. I am afraid of what may come, so this may be the last time you hear or speak to you.
Oh. Okay. I'm going to save you.
I would be happy if you tried, but you don't owe me anything. I know my faults. It was wrong for me to ask that couple to try and birth a progeny for me. But I have been so lonely, and you were the brightest piece in my past for the last 16 years.
What would have happened if I hadn't left?
You would
I'm sorry.
probably end up dead, like so many others.
I was so scared.
We're all scared. But if you wish to find the ones that birthed you, your biological parents, I would check with the fields of Typhon. That is where they lived, and that's where they conjured me. And you start to see the roots coil up into the tree, and the tree turns to dust and drifts off into the wind.
Oh. I kind of just sit down where I'm at. Oh. That's it. I just kind of sit with that.
All right. Still in the forest, Fimble sits, the book behind him. Braun, where are you at?
Probably on the other side of the Burt. Unconscious, most likely. Half-assed sandwich in one hand and a bottle in the other, taking a short rest, or a series of short rests.
So,
Pass out.
take a drink, go to
Take
sleep,
a
wake
break.
up, take a drink,
Just-
go back to sleep.
Food. Last I saw, Fimble was sitting in the window reading.
Okay.
My pork meat is fermenting in the other window, or maybe on the windowsill next to Fimble, just doing whatever it's doing in that jar.
Yeah, congealing.
I may have thrown in like a nice piece of fish jerky or something in there to
And one bay leaf. No.
pretty much. Just trying new things. You got to let that pressure, you got to open that seal every day or two, otherwise the jar might shatter. So every time I do that, I might slip something new in there. That's about it.
This is gonna be the most disgusting tasting alcohol ever.
But it'll get the job done.
It's going to be a miracle
kill
potion.
ya.
Yeah, either going to be a miracle potion or the most vile toxin imaginable. And
I vote for B.
we'll find out. I'll find a use for it either way.
It'll be great. It'll be a great Molotov.
Yeah. That's
yeah.
is when I light that shit on fire, it'll split an atom.
All right, as you sit and rest and drink and nod off and on. Oh, there it is.
Getting that feeling.
You wake up in a cavern. There's shadows of figures all around you. A familiar one brushes through the crowd, and you recognize it as your echo that you've been calling forth into battle. Again, you can see movement and mouths, but you hear no words.
Am I armed? Am I armored?
You've got your regular gear on. You have your shield at your back, and as well as your war pick.
Yeah, just clutch that tight. That's my security blanket right there. Is I gotta have a weapon in my hand.
As you look throughout the crowd, you look behind you and you see a big flag sort of waving. A crest you can't really make out. And then it burns in flame, and another flag is risen. And one crest family that you do recognize, which is the Von Trusk family signal, or insignia crest on the flag. And you turn back and all the shadows fade, except for one holding two swords, and they rush towards the flag with their swords brandish. And just as they go to jump and slice the flag, you wake up inside the Burt.
Swinging. I wake up fucking swinging. Bottle hit the floor. Just kung fu grip, ready to go. Yeah, man. Like, I don't think. Yeah, Braun wakes up rough after those visions. I wanted to join that shadow. Whatever he was doing, I was trying to help. I was probably a few steps too late, but instinct kicks in and I am fucking ready now. Fully rested. Short rest my ass. Adrenaline does miracles.
And Soulstar, you're in the kitchen with Chunyan.
Yeah.
Alright. As he's...
I would like to, just on the side, I would like to prepare like personal dishes for every member of my party, just as a thank you for
Absolutely.
for traveling together. So
Absolutely.
I've got a couple prepared. So when we all sit down, I'll bring them out.
All right. So as you're preparing your own personal dish, Chunyan's still directing other people. He trusts you to know what you're doing. You you start to smell a sea breeze drifting throughout the air.
Not in my kitchen.
Yeah, and you look down and you're piloting a Spelljammer, a ship flying through the stars. You look down below you and you see a blonde-haired kid sort of hugging at your leg as you fly.
Get out of here, kid. You're driving.
Yeah. And you see Joel come up behind you. Rigel! Yes. Well, we should be hitting the next star within the next few hours.
Cool. I don't actually know how to drive this thing, so how do I park?
I don't understand what you're saying. And as you say that, there's a nebula just off to the left, and large ships start traversing towards your area. There's ropes and Gatling hooks that hook onto the ship. You can see people skating down the rope onto the ship. Joel picks up the blonde-haired kid. He's like, I don't know what to do.
Get the kid out of here. Do I have a sword on me that I can draw out?
You have a longsword +2.
Perfect. I'll draw that out. Yeah, get the kid out of here.
He takes the kid and he runs into the main entryway into the captain's cabin. You see all sorts of weird structures. They sort of click and clack, ticking tick, 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 tick. As they get closer. You see all sorts of gears and mechanics that sort of make up their body, and every time they sort of move, you hear just like ticking sounds all around you.
Shit.
As you can feel the shaking of the ship sort of shift, and through the pulling of the other ships and the ropes, you can start to feel your ship break in half.
I'm gonna. Am I still in the middle at the helm? So I'll jump to the left side.
Yeah, you've jumped down to the mast area as this happened, as Joel took your kid, so you can fend off these clockwork creatures.
Yeah, I'd like to take a swing at the closest one to me.
Okay, go ahead and roll with advantage.
Oh, that's some good shit. And then with the longsword +2, so that would be 22.
All right, you definitely hit. Are you and go ahead and roll for the damage.
What is that? D10, D8.
I believe it's we'll say D10 for now.
It's
Longsword?
Dream sword. Longsword. So I got 4 for damage.
All right, you cleave through one, and the pieces shatter. And as you stand back, start swiping at the others, the ship tears apart, and you see Joel and the child in the ship that's drifting away, and it's just you surrounded by clockwork monsters.
I'm alone again.
And you hear Joel call out, Rigel! Rigel! The ship drifts and falls to a planet nearby. A planet known as Ion, the planet that you're on.
That's the one we're on. Damn.
As you look back,
I assume I don't survive the fall.
As you look back, more clockwork horrors start climbing over your body and start piercing in your armor, and you take 45 points of damage. And your ship, the top half of the ship gets reeled up to other ships as more and more clockwork horrors just surround and like attack your person. And then you wake back up and you're inside the kitchen, and just like an arm.
Are there any magical timers that are in the kitchen that are ticking away? Because the ticking sound would drive me nuts.
Yeah,
right
there
now.
is a little clockwork timer sort of ticking by.
Yeah, I'll just grab a rolling pin and smash it.
Yeah, you do that, and as you do it, you feel like pinpoints of every little knife that
Ooh,
cut through.
ooh. That did not feel good.
Yeah.
You just knocked a pot of scalding water on yourself in the kitchen. Just freaking space pirates! What?
I'll tell Chunyan that I need to take a step away, and I'll try and find the bar, grab myself a drink.
Oh yeah, buddy. Do what you need to do. You look kind of pale. Maybe go outside, get some air, get some water.
I've just been focusing too much today.
Oh man, I understand it. I mean,
handle.
we all strive for perfection in this business. It's hard to do sometimes because you can never attain perfection. It's just something to a goal to go against, and you get caught up on that, and you can, cause yourself some mental and some physical damage. So take some R&R, take a break, get some air, do what you need to do, feel better. Exactly. That's what we do here.
Life advice.
I grab myself a drink. Did you want me to bring you back anything?
No, I'm good. I gotta get back, make sure these people don't fuck up the gala for you guys.
Right. Well, at least do a line of coke for me in the back. You get a second.
Well,
just take the edge off.
I've never said no to bug sugar.
Is that what the kids are calling it now?
That's what I've heard. But, yeah. I mean, you can't own a restaurant and not do some cocaine.
Especially with this sailing bunch.
Well, I don't know. I haven't spent too much time with them, but...
Yeah, you just got up. Oh.
I'm sure they smuggle all sorts of spices.
Oh, yeah, he's the one that was smuggling
sorts in those candies.
And a couple hours pass, and hear knocking at the door of the Burt.
Was I there when Braun woke up?
Braun would like to make an investigation or perception roll.
Yeah. I mean, I assume we were both still in the room, but yeah, he might have been in a
I
date.
did climb through a book.
Yeah.
To a magical forest.
I think that probably happened unconscious. I doubt I saw. My perception roll was 3, which feels pretty appropriate.
Woo. Your vision is very blurry. You can't really make out Thimble in the room.
I would have known if he left. That's about it. I'm just kind of keeping an eye on the kid.
Which, come on, that's your job.
Yeah. Another thing I would have probably done or will try to do over the next day or two is we did pick up a set of plate mail or plate armor as part of the loot.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to see if I can find someone here in town maybe that can help me pad it out with some winter gear. Get like a hooded robe to put on under
line the insides with furs, so
yeah, or just an underlayer. But I'd like to see if that plate mail, at least the chest plate and the shoulder plates, would be an improvement over the chainmail that I'm wearing.
Okay.
And it'd be possible. Basically, it might bump my AC by 1 point.
I think it wouldn't, but let me look at your character real quick.
I've got +1 chainmail right now, which is heavy armor, but plate mail is, I think, 2 points above chainmail.
When you click on it, what does the armor class of the item say?
The chainmail I have right now, 17. It's 16 +1.
Okay. Because the armor class of the plate mail we picked up is 18.
Yeah. So that would give me a +1 bonus if I switch, and I don't really see any disadvantages because I'm still going to be big and clunky.
Well,
and
small and clunky.
Yeah, well, small and clunky. And I've still got the the silly boots that help me walk like a normal speed, so it's not going to slow me down.
No,
and
and it would still give you a stealth disadvantage. So
Yeah.
it's pretty much the same.
Yeah. So I guess I'm going to see if I can kind of fiddle into that and get my, pot belly inside a human chest plate.
It does look a little big, but again, you hear knocking.
Get you a very padded
at the
gambeson
bird.
to wear
Yeah.
underneath.
Well, exactly. Actually help.
Fimble, you're in the forest and you hear a knocking sound coming through the book. You turn to look and you see Braun off to the right in the distance, sort of like trying to fit into like some large armor. You're not sure what's going on.
Like, it looks like am I back in the Burt, or does it just look like...
You're in the forest looking through a book and seeing this image.
Oh, shit.
Like it was
Okay.
like a TV screen.
Okay. I look around and struggle back to my feet and walk over to the book.
Okay.
Braun?
He doesn't
With
hear
the-
anything.
Yes. I'm too busy swearing and like trying to get.
Yeah, you've got like armor and it's like sort of,
Yeah.
you're trying to
I'm
get
probably-
your arms through it.
So trying to fit like a chainmail shirt and plate mail on at the same time. I'm like,
Yeah. It's like when you're young and you're wearing like a wet shirt and it gets stuck on your face and you think, oh my gosh, I'm going to die, I'm going to suffocate. That's you.
I know that
with the
feeling
armor.
well.
Yeah.
At some point, I probably want to upgrade as well, just because looking at it, it would bump my AC up as well.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, I was using the armor of fire resistance that we had.
So
Go
Fimble's
shopping.
looking at the book and watching Braun trying to squirm into
Struggle.
some armor.
Mm-hmm. But I heard the knocking, so I'm kind of just like, come in.
You see the door open and there's a servant there. Hello, I've been sent to take you all to the feast that Nactus said everyone here at Kingsport is...
What is the servant saying?
yeah.
Because, like, from my perspective, I'm still in a forest, field, hill area thing, looking through a book, and then Braun's just,
Yeah.
doing
He's-
the Braun thing.
Yeah, he can't see because he's got armor over his head and he's trying to fit through it at this current point in
But
time.
do I perceive someone just open the door to this?
You hear the voice, you also hear Fimble say, come in.
Oh shit. If I heard Fimble, I feel comfortable enough to not throw an axe at the other voice I heard. But if I just heard someone open the door and it's a stranger's voice, I'm throwing a hand axe at it.
You heard Fimble's voice.
Okay. All right. DEFCON 2, not 3. Okay.
Yeah. What happens on DEFCON 2?
Death.
Okay.
Kill thing moving. Braun's a survivor, man. He's not a friend
I don't
maker.
know. How effective could the first one be if you needed 2 subsequent others, How deaf is it?
Well, I assume it would be a disadvantage. I've got a shirt over my head. Which, I'm falling out of an oven at this point, but doesn't mean I won't flail. Go ahead. Go ahead, Fimble. What does Fimble see, or what does someone see of Fimble?
Yeah.
Well, it's just
Asset.
you two at the Burt, and Braun's still trying to get into the armor. Fimble's still in the forest looking through the book, and he sees the door open, sees the servant. And,
Yeah. And
Oh.
does this, like, how does the servant react to this visual?
They look around and they see Braun, a dwarf, sort of try to fit into human armor, and they see a book that has, like, off in the distance, and they're just curious. Like, I thought there were more of you. It was just
It's just you. And you're pointing to Braun. And as they point, the plate mail sinks down, and it's like down to his knees. But he can finally see, and he's looking right at the servant.
Yeah, we're fine. The others took off to go talk to some people. I'm still pretty drunk, I'm sure. So, mumbling an excuse. I don't know where the fuck Fimble is either. I'm probably assuming he took off while I was asleep, and I'm starting to put together that might not be a good thing. But I'll go find him.
Braun? Braun, can you see me?
I definitely can't see him. Can I hear him? I did roll that 3.
Roll another perception check.
I feel like if the servant could hear me through the door, he could hear me.
Mm-hmm.
Braun could hear me.
Well, but I had
It's more about pinpointing. He can hear you, but does he know what's coming from behind him, or?
This time I rolled a natural 20.
All right. So you look behind you and you see the book that Fimble had in his hand before, and you walk up to it, and as you get closer, you see Fimble on the inside of the pages.
Yeah, we'll be right there. Close the fucking door.
All right. I'll be waiting outside.
Fimble?
Yeah?
How'd you get in there? You're a book.
I kind of just walked in. I don't think this is what the book is supposed to do. I'm just here, and I kind of like pull my torso through halfway.
Yep, and you're like halfway out of the book.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Finding my weapons. I don't know much about reading since, but I don't think how it works.
I don't know much about reading either. This is weird. But the mother just told me she's dying.
Oh, your mother.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
You remember the heart that was his face? Wait, what?
Like, get out of the book. You were halfway. Like, can you pull your?
I'm just kind of like leaning, like head on my hands like this on my elbows,
dangling on the other end of the book. It's like he's hanging, hanging out in a pool,
like,
kicking his feet in the water.
He seems calm, so I guess I'm probably calmer. I'll see if can I help? Can I help him pull him out?
You can reach your hand out if Fimble chooses to grab it. You can do a strength check.
I climb out.
Yeah.
Hesitantly, I approach the abomination. And
Do I walk in on any of this?
Are you making your way back to the
I would have after talking to.
Okay.
there's no way. No,
Asha.
he's as soon as he hits the floor out of the book, then you walk in because no one's ever gonna believe he was in a book.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
works.
walks up and there she sees the servant there. She's like, "Oh, you must be one of the 4 that I've been sent to." And you just walk right by and open the door, and you see Fimble standing above a book, and both Fimble and Braun are like embracing each other's hands.
It probably looks like you're trying to help Braun off the floor with like my armor all fucked up. And
Well, yeah.
probably just
your
for help
plate armor
Braun
is a
get ready.
little bit bigger than you are.
yeah.
What did I walk into
Yeah.
now?
I'm sure it looks a lot more mundane than it really is. So, Fimble, explain what.
I was in a book.
Yes, you were reading a book.
No, I was in it. I was in the book.
He was totally in the book. It was the weirdest shit I've ever fucking seen.
Braun, how much have you had to drink?
Couple bottles.
I pick the book back up and I like go to shove my hand through it.
And you just punch a book.
Yep, that tracks.
Oh,
And you look at it, and it's just regular words from a regular encyclopedia.
The B section.
Yeah.
You're on the page of bartering.
But I was in it.
Okay.
The mother is dying.
He said that. I don't know what he meant either. He definitely said his.
And if we don't get her heart back, she's gonna die. And I don't like her. But I don't want her to die.
Very confusing, Thimble.
Uh-huh.
I don't think I gave him any booze. Did you get into my booze when I fell asleep?
No.
So, are you Thimble? Are you saying that the heart that Nephrin took is your mother's? Tree from, or the hill from the Feywild you've talked about?
Uh-huh.
Please.
And I'm clutching the pouch as in like telling them this.
I'm probably turning around the room, actually back on my feet, just trying to get my shit on. Yeah.
Ron, do you want a hand?
First attempt at putting on the plate mail didn't work. It needs some padding. Plate mail's coming back off with a lot of struggle, and I'm just sticking to chainmail and my normal shit tonight. But I had a plan, and it's gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure my gear is just screwed everywhere. But yeah, I'll start making.
Do you want to maybe share your armor plan with the armor smith in the group?
We'll talk about it over dinner.
Okay.
Talk to the weird one.
You're both weird, so that's kind of not very descriptive.
The kid. Help the kid. He's all fucked up. He seems scared. Oh. And like, yeah, immediately one of my cups of the caffeinated Guinness, just to get going for dinner.
A little pep in the step.
She told me how to find my real parents.
Oh, and where would that be?
The fields of Typhon.
And we know that to be north of Yasanko's Breath, is that correct, EM?
South of Kurosawa Sands.
Oh, south of Kurosawa Sands.
Opposite direction of where we're heading, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Which fucked, because, obviously we have to split the party and Fimble and I have to go save the forest or something.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is the most logical plan.
The only option we have.
Everybody goes on their separate quests. No.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yes, splitting the party is always the best idea.
Why are you saying it with such a strange tone of voice? That is the best plan. It's the best course of action.
Talking to a dude with a split personality and a split skull. I mean,
yeah.
Oh.
And, Lila didn't close the door all the way, so it sort of swings open, and the person was still out there waiting for you. And they look and they sort of look around, sort of as to appear as they're not, looking in on the group and spying on them.
I'm gonna roll one more perception check. If they're still there, if I notice they're still there. 6. I do not.
No.
Ooh.
Yep. Otherwise, they would.
Just as a kind of history reminder check, there was not a fast travel point outside of Svenland?
Vinland?
Venland.
You guys
Yeah.
never had the chance
The
to,
Thorn.
to look.
No. I think the closest one is probably Avalon.
Yeah.
Yeah, the two
He
closest
doesn't
would be
know
either
that.
Avalon or back to
Hmm
thingy. But we'd have to go through the forest again.
Or you
We
can
went back to
or you can
Mhm.
use Ashavas to ship you towards a docking point closer.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, but that's.
Which would be the southern peninsula.
Mm. I think Braun is still. Well, shit. Actually, Layla, you haven't told us about Jack or shit yet.
Yeah.
No, I did. What do you mean I didn't tell you about Jack or shit? We were talking about
we
trying
were
to
talking
cut
about continuing north and maybe not going to Satori because you felt in a rush. So I guess that was my last update.
Mhm.
And I'm
Didn't
still
really
kind
go into detail.
I'm still kind of on that plan of get some warm clothing and help Lila with her journey.
Hmm
What to do?
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Would going to the fields of Typhon bring us closer to getting back the heart? Or would it just be finding Fimble's parents? Because we could, in theory, find
Back.
more clues from the Syndicate about Nephrin Shide, about the heart. And we know the Syndicate is currently being active in Isanko's breath.
Right.
Mm.
And there may be another teleportation area there, which would let us.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
I see nothing, I hear nothing.
Soulstar, what's your read of the room? Braun, half
Well,
dressed.
he's Soulstar's
Soulstar's still
No,
cooking
I'm
dinner.
at the bar.
He's in
Yeah.
the kitchen. It's just the
My
three
bad.
of you at the Burt.
Delicious Scooby snack for all of us.
Yep.
Yeah, you all are like, let's split the party, and I'm just at the kitchen like, where are my friends?
We're splitting the party, but instead of like you two going north, it's me and Braun going to the fields of Typhon, and Lila going alone.
Soulstar doing a kitchen tour.
Yep.
Yep.
See how long you last without your healer.
Right.
It's even sadder because I made all my friends special dishes.
Yep. And they're
We're all
getting-
just gonna disappear.
Well, yeah, it's just getting cold as you guys talk in the room, and he's just sitting there staring at the 4 plates, showing sort of shrugs.
Yeah.
Look,
No.
I don't know what's taking him so long. He seemed pretty hungry. I mean, after
let's-
2 days.
Do you have
or
a dinner
whatever.
bell we can ring? A triangle?
You said-
I'll send the horns off.
Yeah, that sounds effective.
And everybody throughout the Kingsport hears the sounds. You see people behind the servant sort of make their way to the feasting halls. The servant's like, well, if y'all are ready to eat, I think they're ready to have you.
Head to food.
Yeah.
We'll talk about what to do next.
Braun's just about geared up. Let me. One more.
Like a little kid in a very big shirt, they sort of...
Yeah. I rolled a 3, so I didn't hear that, but I am still getting ready. I am ready. I guess we should go eat.
Ron's gonna roll every time someone says something to him. Just to make sure we heard it.
If they startle me, I throw a hatchet. This is. It was either going to be no reaction or a bad reaction. Let's go for a low roll.
Love
Braun's
how
ready to
that's-
go.
I love that's how no reaction or bad reaction. There's no good side.
No.
Braun's not a people person, man. My charisma is low.
Same.
Yeah, that's most of how the game has gone so far. We can't investigate, can't think. We're not good with people. You know how this goes.
I mean,
All right, so the three of you
reading seems to be a whole issue.
make
now,
their
too.
way out and you follow the servant that was sent to pick you guys up. And you see just a large group of people like getting sitting down. You hear some music playing, some flutes, and some I forget the name of, not banjos or anything, but like guitars and stuff like that, and lutes, all kinds of like a mishmash of like sounds going off. That and Nactus comes up to the three of you. Well, please take the center seat with me as we celebrate our new alliance, and a thank you to saving the crew of the Dirty Wire, Asha's ship, and for saving Kingsport and disrupting the curse that plagued this place, as well as Satori. And he hands you each a sack of 60 platinum. I am a man of my word, that's for sure. But I hear Mr. Peppers has set us up with some great food with the help of one of your friends, the Soul Star. I can't wait to find out what he's got. I do have some allergies, but Shunya knows, so hopefully there's no nuts.
Uh-oh.
My cooking is all sorts of nuts.
In fact, it's just nuts. It's hummus.
It's all
just
pad thai.
nuts.
Yeah.
No, you've created like a Beyond burger, and you're real proud of it. And you're about to serve it to
It's
everyone.
literally just a mesh of almonds that are just pushed up into a patty.
About to kill our host again. Another town we'll have to flee from for no reason.
Yeah.
I'm it good. I
So
thought he
yeah,
was
as everybody
vegan.
takes their seats, I'll pass out their meals.
All right.
So for Fimble, for you, I've crafted a fish fillet with thinly sliced apple wedges.
Oh.
And for Braun, it seems like you like to drink more than you like to eat. So for you, I made like a boozy shake with one of the finest stouts that they brew here.
Okay.
And to slurp it up, I have a hole cut through a hot dog, so you can use that as a straw.
A Slim Jim straw.
And for Lila, I actually didn't know what you eat, so I got you a rock with some moss garnish, and just and to pair with that, I have a just hot water with a sapphire in it, kind of like a tea.
Interesting.
I don't actually know what you eat, so
Like
this is what I thought.
the rock biter from Neverending Story.
Anyways, I slaved for many hours in the kitchen. I hope you enjoy.
Mhm.
Thanks for
I
being
sliced
friends.
Lila some of my fish fillet.
Well,
They're-
I take the rock and I put it in my bag and I sip on the sapphire tea. I'm assuming that's kind of like the one I'm thinking of, like the blue petal tea. You know. Where
No,
you-
it's actually just hot water with a sapphire in it.
Well, I was thinking
literally,
taste
I
wise.
didn't do anything to it. I don't know what it said.
But
I
surprisingly,
literally
the-
boiled
your
water
lip-
and dropped a rock in it.
It's almost like an allergic reaction. Your lips turn bright red.
Right.
Ooh.
I'll try to be sneaky at the dinner. At some point when I'm sipping my hot water, I'll cast light on the sapphire and be like, "Ooh, fancy."
There you go. Yeah, Braun immediately is looking for any kind of smoked meat or, the meat platter. But the shake is delightful. For sure.
I thought you'd enjoy it.
Are you drinking it through the straw?
Oh, yeah. The straw makes it. The straw. You get that coagulated, yellow grease coming up with it. It's like
you get some meat chunks occasionally. Yeah.
It's like boba tea for dwarves, man.
Nice.
Got it. I probably spiking it up a little bit. There might be some clear liquor going in on top and then stirred in. At least when I get halfway.
Yeah. Stirring it with the hot dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think of it more of like a dried or salted meat. Not like quite a hot dog, but like a 7-Eleven hot dog, like a thick Slim Jim is how I'm picturing it. It's cured.
Yeah.
And it
I didn't even cook the hot dog. It's literally just cold.
Yeah. It's like that.
Well, yeah, you wouldn't want to put a hot dog in it. Yeah.
Exactly.
2 days.
When you mentioned the meat platter, the only thing that came to mind was Grog's meat dish, which is basically his meat salad of Go Phoebe. I don't even know how to say
the Go Phoebe bowl.
Yes, goat, fish, beef, pork.
Yeah. There were a couple others. No, it was goat. Is that really the definition of it? There had to have been a couple other. I think there was lamb. Anyway, it was all the meats. That was what Brock was hoping for, but the milkshake version of is quite good.
Mm-hmm.
But
now I need something to, chew on.
So I'm looking at Critical Stats, and it says the nutritional facts of one serving of meat salad is 2,820 calories. For 8 ounces of goat meat, 8 ounces of smoked fish, 8 ounces of corned beef,
It's like the Luther
8 ounces
Vandross
of cured
drinks.
beef, or cured pork, and 2 teaspoons of salt that we feel the above link didn't account for.
Perfect.
Let's get the salt in there.
That's just a full meal right there.
Yeah.
I mean, a full day.
I see
meals.
I see nothing wrong with that.
It's like a Bloody Mary, but with meat.
If I were completely honest, I've eaten more in one sitting.
Straight up, yeah. That's barely taking an edge off of the buzz that Braun has right now. After all those naps and drinking, he needs more calories. I'm still looking for bread. I'm still looking for jerky and bacon. Hell yeah.
You see people walk through the crowd and they've got plates of food and you can reach out and snag what you like.
Oh.
Same with Lila if she's looking for actual food.
Pimple gave me some of his fish. I think I'm okay.
Yeah.
Look, I'm just gonna be a little bit offended if you don't even take a bite out of that rock. You didn't even.
No,
try.
I tried to sneakily slide it into my bag.
Yeah, you take a fake bite and you sort of use your napkin to I'm gonna wipe my mouth and then set it down and drop the rock in your lap and then scoot it off of your bag.
Yes, just because I'm in a genasi does not mean I eat rocks.
Tasty.
Throwing that clip, future Larry from the never-ending story of the rock eater. Yeah.
Right. It's just like a special kind of haggis. It's like a minnow.
Yeah. Next scene, everybody's riding snails. No, just kidding.
Exactly.
But Nacta stands up and starts clinking his glass. Everybody sort of quiets down. The music comes down to a low halt. I just want to thank the 4 people that were here to celebrate for doing a great job and helping people they don't even know, but standing up to the syndicate and to the empire and helping the common folk like us here at Kingsport. Fimble, Lila, Braun, and Soulstar.
we owe you all a great debt. And we look forward to your next adventure. And again, anything that you want, we will help you do. And everybody starts clapping their hands, music picks up.
Woo! Let's give it up
Some
for
people-
us.
Oh!
Okay, wait. I
Get
got
up
it.
and
I
they
got
start
it.
dancing and jigging around with the music.
Nice.
I will, very unsubtly, but trying to be subtle, try to flag someone over to send on a special errand.
Okay.
Ooh.
I'm hammered, and I only have platinum. So whatever young
Shit.
page or peasant boy, I am going to try to subtly, without Fimble noticing, slide them a platinum coin to go find me 2 small brass beads,
Okay. Yeah.
acorn size.
multiply. Acorns. Let me
But
take
yeah,
the
it's
coin,
it's
put
one
it
of
in
those
the
like
patch.
biting the thimble. I'm just like whispering drunken instructions to whoever is
Yeah.
gonna listen, and then they are gonna have to go find someone that can actually do this. And I'm giving them a platinum, so it is
Yeah.
so overpriced and overpaid,
Serious cash.
and I'm happy to fucking do it.
They look, and as from Thimble looks on, they can't hear, but the person's like, it's like, are you sure? Like, that's a lot of money. I don't think, blah, blah, blah. They don't hear it, but it's just like the natural gestures, and they put the coin, and they nod their head, and they walk off and through the crowd, and
It comes
Go
back
on
on a pillow with like 5 servants.
well, not
Everyone's
yet. Yeah, not yet, but they're off to go do the task that you sent them on. Here's
Remember, I wanted to do
jolly
this.
music going, and there's people dancing and going on. Other people just eating and just just celebrating. Off in the distance, there's people that are working the ships and getting ready to start hauling everything up to the cliffs of Abraxas. So
I'm
festive
making
day
sure.
for some, and some are still working. Such
Yeah.
is life.
I'm making sure there's cider getting pushed towards Fimble, and whiskey getting pushed towards Soulstar, and more hot water for Lila, and maybe a special plate of gravel. A gravel soup. Gravel
Oh,
soup
God.
for the lady. You know?
I'm gonna try to like press it into a bread next time. See what happens.
Fucking chip a tooth.
Cracked meat. Yeah, that's a good one. It's like concrete with like a little dusting of cracked meat on top.
And a little give too, yeah. I hear volcanic rock would be
Oh,
pretty
there you go.
spicy.
too, Mm-hmm.
Yeah, obsidian would be a little crunchier than like regular stone.
Mhm.
We're putting way too much thought into this.
Yeah. Just cook my stuff on volcanic rock from now on.
Yeah.
You're like, I can't even eat this shit.
Yeah.
Why are you
Eventually,
filling up with recipes?
eventually the bag of holding will just be full of rocks you guys think I eat.
But
I'm gonna dump it out, and it's just like
Yeah,
one
it's
of,
rocks wrapped in napkins.
yep. One of these days.
And
it'll
you're
be
just so
cool.
nice about it that like we think you eat them.
Yep. One of these days we go to run away from somebody, and I just turn the bag of holding inside out, and just dump out like a fucking avalanche of rocks.
You could blend with stone, right?
Yep.
Just
Yeah.
blend it with the
Make your own wall of rocks and then blend into it.
exactly.
Mhm.
Yep.
All right. So, a couple hours later, music dies down, sun starts to set. People are still mingling about, but not really sitting down and eating. So, what do you guys want to do as your night winds down?
I'm
I'll
waiting
just
for
be
my
ramping up.
surprise to come back, but probably drinking pretty heavily. And I think Braun's actually feeling boisterous. He's been drinking all day. He just didn't die, which is good. That was nice. I got down to 4 hit points today. Did you know that?
Whoa.
Did you know? 4. This.
Yeah, everybody's looking at him weirdly, like, what? Hit
What?
points?
Yeah. What only
I
Braun
almost
knows.
died today. I almost bled out, man.
Talk about meta.
Well, yeah. But again, he's drunk enough, and the only way to replace that much blood loss is with a few fifths of bourbon and hard liquor. So
That's true.
and raw meat.
And a
You
blood
know,
Like a
transfusion.
terrible
Yeah.
idea.
you've got to replace the meat, and you've got to replace the fluids. That's how you heal. This is dwarven first aid. More meat and more liquor patches the wound.
Congealed, like cooking, like congealed fat from like after like cooking meat. You just use that as a bandage. Just use it like Neosporin over a wound.
Yeah, that's Neosporin, but
God.
then you got to slap like a bacon over it. That's the dwarven band-aid.
Ah,
You got to wrap it in bacon. Everything's better when you wrap it in bacon.
just
This
try
is
not
how
to
Grant
eat your own
thought for a
arm.
minute. Yeah. This is dwarven first aid 101, man. I mean, come on, it's pure logic. But yeah, so covered in bacon and grease. Braun has patched his wounds, but I'm just waiting for that gift to come back.
You feel a tap on your right shoulder, and they look around and they hand you back, and they hand you a sack of coins of 50 gold. Oh no, so it's 1 platinum, so 10 gold.
10 gold is how much 1 platinum is worth. That's how
Is
much
it?
it gave him.
I keep on thinking like 1 platinum is like 30 gold for some fucking
No.
reason. Alright, so they give
It's-
you
it's
5 gold
pure math.
pieces.
Yeah, I push the coins back. I'm
Okay.
drunk. I don't eat kids.
Having a good time. They take it and they nod in their hat and they smile and they walk off, and they go to the bar and they hand the bartender a gold coin, and they get a drink,
Yeah.
and they raise their glass.
You get a
and they
gold.
just
You get a
chug it.
gold every.
Yeah.
What I got was 2, probably like acorn-sized brass beads, and with a tear in my eye, I pull Fimble real close, and I say, you got the killing blow. You took out the bad man. You did what I couldn't. And you're a brass ball now. And I give him 1 of the beads. And you can earn the other one. No, you already earned the other. And I give him the other brass ball. And he is now an honorary brass ball. Brass balls. And I do the battle cry 1 more time and immediately pass out on the table.
As he does that, the people behind him hear the brass ball and they start chanting it. Brass balls,
Yeah.
brass balls, brass.
I'll join in.
I hear none of that. The pressure's all on
Yeah,
them.
you pass out as it starts going off
I slap the table. I'm on
into
the
a
floor.
bowl of tomato soup. No.
Ooh.
Don't drown.
All the soup sort of
It
pours
has that
out, so
snorkel.
it's just, yeah.
The beard will never fill up. There's always like 1 airway somewhere in the beard.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
A lot of it splashes out, so he's in no danger of drowning in his soup.
Well, that's
Oh,
why they soup strainer. Yeah, like
Yeah.
there's always going
It's
to
like
be
a
some air.
sponge. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be fine.
I give him a hug. I pull his face out of the bowl of soup, and I leave 1 of the brass balls with him.
No, you earned both.
And then I slip
Passed
away from
out.
the party.
Okay. Where do you want to go?
Headed towards the docks.
If you give that other brass ball to Jerry, I will fucking murder you.
I am not. I promise. I'm assuming all of our stuff is back at the Bert.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna start rooting around through the bags for the gyrosphere.
Okay. Well, that's in Lila's. I believe that's in Lila's.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I figured it would be with our luggage, or whatever.
Well, yeah.
Inside the bag of holding.
Yeah.
Does Lila have her bag of holding on her, or is it at the Bert?
I made comment that I slipped the stone that had moss on it into it. So.
Okay, so you have it. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Well.
It's like a messenger bag that I just carry around with me.
Yeah.
In that case, I'm just gonna go to the what do you call it? The gazebo, and just kind of like fiddle around with it and try and figure out if I can get it working.
Don't leave. Don't leave, buddy. We'll get to you.
Those are your thoughts as you're passed out lying in your
seat.
Yeah.
At best, Fimble's gonna like hang them from his antlers, like little ear bobbles. Yeah. At best, that's the only cognizant thought in Braun's mind right now. He'll wear his with pride.
Yeah. Fimble's at the gazebo and they're looking about and they try putting the little brass bead in the center, but it sort of falls off and he picks it up and go ahead and make an investigation check.
Okay. So that's 2.
Yeah. You don't know how any of this thing works. You don't have the gyroscopic sphere that you've seen Lila use to activate it.
Cider's deep.
Yeah, so you stand there with the bead in your hand and you look about in the water and you look back and the orb forms in where the gyroscopic sphere is, and you see the roots that make up Mother's face inside, and you hear very faintly as it echoes through and through your ears her voice say, "Stick with your friends. Do what you have to help them. When you're done, I will hopefully be here. Though they have taken my heart, I still have my face, my lungs, and my hands, and my feet to find. All is not lost yet, my child. Stay with those that love you. I will be waiting." And the mist fades, disperses throughout the gazebo.
I grip the brass ball. Shake my head and I just walk back to the party.
Right.
And it's got a hole through it. You can it's bead, so you can do whatever you want with it.
Okay.
Not gonna remember giving it to you. I'm just gonna warn you. He's gonna assume you're mocking him as soon as you wear it.
Yep. I am gonna actually I'm gonna put one of my like dreadlocks and try and like fashion it like a bead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like mine hang from the mutton chops, you know, so I've got mine kind of swinging like goat waddles or whatever. Yeah, absolutely. Wear it on a lock. Wear both. Take both.
As Thimble walks up back to the group and the table, he sees Braun sort of splayed out on the table, asleep. Lila's drinking her tea, and Soulstar, you're just having a good time amongst the group, doing some dancing. You got a nice lady
I
at
was
your
hoping
side.
I could lead the sailors in a song.
Absolutely. Roll for performance.
Get them all riled up.
Alrighty, roll for performance.
Yeah, I
and
know
what kind of
some
song are
good
they singing?
sailing songs.
Alrighty.
Oh, they're singing sea shanties. I got a 25.
Alright, sing away.
Ooh. Wait, this is an imagination game, right?
Yeah.
We can use that. Just imagine that the song is really inspiring, is really like jaunting. It's about a father who goes to sail out to sea, and the son never sees him again, but he's always, fishing in the same waters, and he looks out on the horizon hoping his father returns. It's not a metaphor or anything. It's just
No, not at all.
No,
good,
not
good
at
song.
Who thinks songs are metaphors?
Yeah, why would it be a metaphor? Why would it be a metaphor?
It's
It's a
strictly
metaphor
literal.
what?
Yes.
Can I throw in one narrative touch? There's got to be a line guiding himself through or with the stars. Just one
He's got a
fate,
star map.
that dream of guiding by the
You know
stars.
what? That's actually the sequel song where the son learns to guide by the map of the stars to find his father, and then it's not until like the fourth or fifth chapter that he actually finds his father. Turns out to be an asshole, by the way, and so he has to kill him in the end. But
Well, it's a different father.
strictly literal. Yeah. This is a historical document.
Like
not
real dad,
anything
say
deeper.
sacrifice himself. Other dad would rather sell you out for gold.
You know what? Yeah, exactly. There's like 4 or 5 dads by chapter 8, and this kid ends up having so
like
many dads.
yeah.
He has a happy life, happy child. He's a happy boy.
There's so many verses. It's longer than what's it called?
It's like a
my
Metallica
brain.
song.
Sailing
It's
takes a long
unforgiving.
time. All right, you have a lot of time to think of not metaphors.
The band's
All I
a
know
little
is-
confused. They're not sure what time structure they're in. But
I don't know what a metaphor
It
is.
has several changes.
Yeah, that's
But first,
beyond
someone
sea.
Cut off, and there's a black suit of armor. Like everyone's all confused,
Got more verses.
There's
than
a
we
costume
got
change halfway through.
Yeah.
right?
People don't understand the lyrics, but they're just throwing boom, boom, yeah. I don't know what he's
Exactly.
saying, but it's got a good beat.
Yeah, some about Cloud City and someone getting their hand severed, and it's just it's all spooky,
No, that's impossible.
right?
My hand.
Yeah, that guy didn't have any daddy issues.
No, not at all.
Not at all. But yeah, no, I'm getting everybody more drunk. Like the party's only getting started from here on.
Nice.
Like this is just the beginning of the night.
Once Braun passes out, the real drinking starts, right?
Mhm.
Exactly.
That's the rule.
Now there's enough alcohol for the rest of us.
Yeah, probably fucking fair. That's fair. I did definitely leave the pork mead back at the Burt in my little box. That's reserved.
When you sent your errand boy, I just assumed that you were asking him to fill a swimming pool full of liquor. That's just what I assumed.
Good call though. That'll take 2 platinum, but yeah, for sure.
At
Yeah,
least.
Yeah, I think you guys are probably all pretty shocked by Braun's emotional. He did so good. He didn't die.
Mhm.
Thimble killed the bad guy that I've tried to kill twice very hard.
Mhm.
He got the killing blow. He made me so proud. And I will never talk about it or admit it again.
Or
And I will
remember
not
it.
regret
Mhm.
it.
He also did almost just run out on your ass.
Yeah.
He almost left
But again,
completely.
we're not going to remember this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't know.
before he made it. So he's still doing it. But yeah, Braun has
we all We all got complex characters going on.
Mm-hmm.
And Lila, how are you enjoying your evening with all this going on about you?
Watching the entertainment, it's just like that, sitting back and like,
Yeah.
Every plate of rocks that comes your way, you're like, yeah, just scoop it into your bag.
Like,
No one's watching. You flag down a waiter or waitress and order some real food you can eat.
Yeah, pretty much.
Can I get the chicken nuggets?
It's like the soup that Braun's face fell into was like that.
Yep.
I was like, it just brought me that. God damn it. Can I get another order of soup, please?
Absolutely.
Waiter, there's a
radish.
A dwarf in my soup?
Radish.
Radish soup it is.
Radish.
So rad.
Radish.
So rad.
Ish.
Ish.
Yeah.
Just ish.
That could actually be really tasty.
I've
Thinking
heard
about it now, yeah.
Well, I've heard that parsnip soup is really good, and I want to try it at some point. It's apparently very common in the UK.
Yeah, I'm thinking of like the canned bacon potato soup that I get, potato with bacon, but like a little bit of radish in there. That could be actually really good.
Yeah, I do parsnip in any soup I make. I've just never made one that's specifically parsnip soup.
Mhm.
So that's curious.
It's more of like a filler.
Rod-
Yeah, radish has spice. You know? It's like throwing.
Rod, you ought to join me and Chunyan in the kitchen. Like, we can get some serious shit going.
You should watch me 10 bar. Hey, still need a chef, still need a meat cook, but it's bar.
We need a bartender.
Yeah, you should hit up one of those dwarven gastropubs. They got all the weird liquor.
So it's getting about late evening now. Braun is starting to wake up from the table. People have dispersed about. There's, everybody's sort of alive throughout the Kingsport. All the lanterns are lit on the docks. You see people on the ships around, just sort of happy and talkative. Everybody seems to be in good spirits.
Have we heard any comments about like this smuggler's port now suddenly being visible to the rest of the world? Is anyone
That is
concerned?
something that happened.
Yeah, this is like the dawn before moving day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Braun, being passed out for a long period of time, probably hasn't, but the rest of the group make perception checks. See what you heard throughout the day.
Ooh, that's a natural one, baby.
Yeah, so you're hearing
baby, no.
No, baby, no, that's a 9. I didn't really notice much.
Yeah, both hear just mumbles.
Mine is 15.
All right.
Here's it. Yeah.
Fimble does hear some words about setting up a new base of operations up on Pride of Abraxas. People have already started on it.
Oh yeah, the Margwar already mentioned that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're just sort of repeating what they've heard because they've heard it through him. They're passing the message along, and that a lot of people seem to be very happy to be moving onto solid land, that they can set their roots down and grow a new family without, the empire and constantly being on the run on ships, just having a nice stable home for once. Quite a boon, and something they weren't expecting to happen.
Yeah. That's cool. And I imagine some people are probably still sticking around town to smuggle and bring in supplies.
Oh yeah, it's
run the risk,
It's a pirate port city, so there's all kinds of people around, but a lot of people that have paid to ferry to get out of, to escape the syndicate violence and like overtaking of their towns to find a new home and place that, a new home and a place that they can place their roots and start a family and do what they always wanted to, just like back in Satori, how it started. They're ecstatic to live a new life, get that second chance, and start something new.
Nice. I figured we kind of fucked up their town by taking away the smoke screen. It's like, oh shit, the Empire sees Hoth. They're coming.
Yeah.
But it's more like yapping.
Yeah, kind of.
Man.
The only thing that can breach those cliffs is an airship. If, they're going to lay siege.
Yeah, but
Right. And I don't think any of us are thinking of that shit because we haven't even seen it.
Yeah,
yet.
well, you've seen what looks to be ships in the sky throughout your journey, but you haven't had access to one. Because that's something for like higher class and Empire naval fleets.
I assume the dwarf hasn't seen any.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm probably pretty oblivious to it, but
well, especially growing up, living in Satori as long as you haven't seen any ships because that was considered a cursed land, so Empire sort of stayed away from it.
Yeah, I think Braun is pretty new to this whole airship, starjammer, whatever stuff. I don't think I know anything about it.
No, you wouldn't.
That's just because I can't look up. I'm like a pug. I can't lick down. I think
Careful.
I think I have a limited
What do you mean
perspective.
no shootout? No, just kidding.
Oh my god.
No shootout!
Where's Christopher Walken? We need a Christopher Walken.
Yeah. It's the dumbest ending to a movie ever.
Talk about a surprise fun movie.
Yeah.
But anyways, as the sun sets, the group makes their way back to their Burt.
Make a noise.
Who's carrying Braun?
Well, not carrying. I can stagger. Thank you. You might have to
I will. While
It's
sitting there drinking my tea throughout the party, I will sit there, and as I see our party members, I didn't realize I could do this, but I can, and not waste a spell spot. So ritual cast water walk, so that way Braun walking back to the Burt doesn't biff it into the water.
No, I got the ring back. I already got the water walking ring.
Yes, but I'm going to want it too because she's afraid of water.
Yeah, I
And
got
then
you.
the thing is I can do it up to 10 creatures anyway, so.
That works. It might.
Mastadon, us four, and whoever looks the drunkest at the party.
Yeah, Soulstar and I.
Which
I
is
am
everybody.
staggering drunk.
I just have this hilarious image of somebody like walking home that's like super drunk, biffing it into the water and just face planting on the top and being like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like scuba diving too. Like I get
Splash,
a
splash,
glimpse
splash.
of what's under the surface,
Yeah.
and then you guys pull me back up. But yeah, I imagine I face plant off the dock unless you got like a fish cart or something to like wheel me home in. I won't let people carry me, but I'll gladly just sit in the cart.
Fish
A
cart.
wheelbarrow? No.
But yeah, let's assume somehow you guys managed to get my drunk ass home.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So you arrive at the Burt, and as soon as the four of you breach past the door, everyone sees something different. Fimble, you see a spattering of farms in a vast land. Most of the crops are dying or dead. Lila, you see your hometown wrought with Syndicate and Empire members. You don't see anything that really marks your hometown. A lot of the buildings and signage has been changed. Braun, you see a castle to your right, you see a coliseum to your left, and slowly things start to merge and fluctuate, and a blast of white light, Soul Star. You look up, you see Joel. You look back in front of you, you see the other half of his ship drift away, hoarded and being torn apart by all sorts of clockwork horrors. And horrors.
My dreams can go either way, honestly.
Yeah. Well, that's the weird thing about dreams, right? And you hear a faint yell pass through. Take care of my son! And then everybody sort of shrugs, clears their head, and they're back in their berth.
What?
I just did a little bit of cocaine with Chunyan back in the kitchen just before this. Did you all just see something weird just now?
I've read that bit of the book. I didn't do any cocaine.
Oh, you made it all the way to the mid-seas.
I've been jumping around.
No, he got the B word bindle, which was, like a little bindle of coke, and that was enough. He knows he didn't do a bindle.
Fimble never did a bindle.
Yeah.
You have got to try
Right?
it.
Ron probably immediately dropped to the floor and yacked. As soon as you guys let go
Make
of
a
him,
constitution
he was
check.
like, I can walk, I'm fine. As soon as that vision
Give me
hit
your keys.
on the floor,
Yeah, make a constitution check.
11.
Yeah, you
11, but dry
feel those
heave?
mouth sweats and you dry heave the rest of the night.
Gonna be
Oh,
a great
man, we're
night
gonna
to
be
sleep.
smelling this all night.
No, I didn't puke. I'm choking it down. It's
Your breath smells terrible.
well, fuck
You had a milkshake through a hot dog. None
Yeah.
of this is pleasant.
but it's not as
Whose
bad.
fault is that?
Who fed the pug tuna fish in the first place, man? Come on.
Are we gonna talk about that?
I'm gonna be awake for the next half hour.
Yeah.
So
I don't think Braun's
might as well.
talking about jack shit.
Yeah. Does anybody want to get
I would be talking to Fimble.
I think. Has anyone else been having weird visions lately?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anytime we do something big, I feel like I start seeing things.
I feel like Orion has a hand in this since we've met him.
I've got a headache. Braun's pretty used to these weird visions and shit. He's been having them for a while now, and they're not getting any better. But he just associates it with the life he doesn't remember, before 35. So yeah,
Life
Braun,
before 35. What a concept.
well, I have no idea how old Braun is. I really don't. He could be 80 or he could be 28. We don't fucking know. He certainly doesn't. So this is not new to Braun, but he's also semi-conscious and just trying not to act.
Who would have thought the amnesiac doesn't remember things?
Right.
Wow.
So I'm comfy, man. I'm just kind of making my bed. I'm pulling a blanket over. I don't take my armor off. I just make sure I don't fall asleep on one of my blades or spikes.
Yeah. You see Lila's fox friend just sort of curls up next to you and lays against your back. Starts kicking its paws out.
Did her fox actually find us, physically?
It just sort of manifests itself at your
Okay.
back.
It pops in when it feels like it.
Yeah.
Okay. Braun will notice that in the
Since
morning.
it's hard to manage as it is, you might as well make it something magical.
Yeah, I thought we left that fucker back in the last town.
Yep,
Right?
we did.
Yeah.
We did. But Braun
Yeah.
probably
We
going to
did leave it in Avalon,
Yeah.
and somehow it has materialized on this island.
Magic rodents. Damn.
It's better than what they did with sprinkles. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Sprinkle.
I do like how they tied that up at the end, though. It was like, oh,
Yeah.
that was cute. But yeah, if I wake up with a fox in the room with us, I am not going to assume it's the same one. I'm just going
Every
to
time.
You don't
Fucking
know.
Every-
Yeah, you don't know. You're asleep in like the
Yeah.
living room floor.
Yeah.
Every time they brought Sprinkle in, and Travis was like, "Ew."
Kill me.
It's bestest. So we go to sleep.
Well, again,
Well,
you guys.
I still want to talk. I still want to talk with Fimble.
Yeah.
I still got
Yeah.
another like good 25 minutes on this code before I start winding
Hopefully, you
down.
guys aren't. Braun's the only one that's.
Especially
what-
about like the
what?
visions you've had.
Yeah. What do you
Exactly.
see?
And so as I explain to Fimble what I see, I'm gonna grab like an extra pillow and put it under Braun's head, so at least he has a little something.
Aw.
I'd probably
But
struggle away. Just to like that hard at digging into my head. That's how I comfort.
Oh
Huh.
yeah. So to Fimble, yeah. I was on a ship sailing amongst the stars, and there were some clockwork horrors
Oh.
on the ship. And I had to fight them. And that's not the first time I've had to fight things in my dream. You know, Soulstar does a lot of fighting, especially with the demons in his dreams.
Oh.
But what do you see?
I see the Mother's Grove. She talks to me and makes fun of me for running away. Tells me things. You know.
What kind of things? She doesn't sound very nice. She's making fun of you.
She used to be nice. I don't know why she changed. But I don't know. It's scary. Like I knew the forest was on fire before we went there. And so I don't know if these things, you know, they happen when I'm awake. And earlier I was inside of a book. And Braun saw that. And now I don't know if they're visions anymore. I'm very confused.
Oh, bullshit. It just rolls over. Just randomly, not even related, but bullshit. It's all bullshit. And kind of fights back to sleep.
Mhm.
You said you came out of a book?
Well, I
You
went into the
came
book
out of the
first.
book?
And then I came out of it.
And you talked to your mom, right?
Well, she's not my mom. She's like a big tree person. And
She's
she
pretty upset about it. What did she say to you in this last instance?
she said she was dying.
Oh shit! Look, we can't have party members going without a parental figure. We gotta do everything we can to help you out. So you want to keep her from dying, right?
Hmm. But we
She
have to get
said,
her heart back
wait.
to do that.
How do we do that?
Mr. Scheid, he has it. He stole it when we fought the guy in the flaming forest.
You know that guy just keeps on coming back, and I don't know what his deal is, but he's starting to piss me off.
I don't like him.
You know, I never realized how pointy your horde was before. Your horde is really pointy. I just been staring at it for the past 10 minutes. It's just.
Oh.
Has it grown since we got to? It looks a little longer than it was when I first met you.
I kind of like reach up and grab them. Have they grown since I've left the Feywild?
Roll an investigation check. Each
Which
point
one?
over 10 is
investigation.
I'm pretty high right now, so
that's 18.
I would trust my perception.
Yeah, so they've grown about 4 inches.
Oh shoot!
Nice.
I think they did get bigger.
But anyways, I'm gonna do everything I can to help your mom. We're gonna find her.
Okay. Right.
And she's gonna take care of you, like parents do to good children.
I don't want her to take care of me anymore.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, either way.
That's why I left. That and she took my eye out.
Yeah, you mentioned you ran away. And
Yeah.
she makes fun of you for that.
I mean, I just imagine like Soulstar using his dagger to like chop and like
I'm like doing something like impulsively with my hands right
Yeah. Yep.
He's using the sending tablet as like a mirror.
Just like
I'm just
shaving
drawing
his
little
beard.
doodles.
Yeah, and no.
But yeah, you're a good friend to me, so I'm gonna do everything I can to help save your mom.
Okay. And then I can maybe meet my real parents.
Oh shit, you have more parents? This story just got more interesting. I don't even have one.
Well, the mother isn't she's not my real mom. She just raised me and she's called the mother.
I'm always just gonna get that mixed up.
Yeah. Yeah. So you see the past in your visions?
I don't know what I see, if it's a past or a future, but I'm at the helm of a ship that's sailing through the stars, and I've never felt more like myself than when I'm the captain of my own ship, sailing planet to planet. And Joel is there? And there's this little annoying kid. I don't know what his deal is, but I don't know.
Joel's the mean guy, right?
If he knows anything. Do you think? Oh shit! I heard the name Reginald. I think Joel called him Reginald. So yeah,
Rigel.
I think Joel knows. Yeah,
Rigel.
Rigel.
Reginald the stepdad. I see the confusion now.
Classic DM blunder.
Yep.
You mean like
Classic.
you
My
named
cock?
Churn? Yeah, Churn and Chetly or what? Chunyan? Yeah, Chunyan and Churn.
Chet.
Yeah.
I love it. But yeah,
Hope and Grace.
oh, fuck.
Yeah. It happens. It happens.
It happens.
But
Look,
no,
the point is Joel knows more than he's telling me, and I'm gonna have to ask him a few questions next time we see him.
yeah, especially
Right.
Is Braun awake?
Is Braun awake?
No.
Roland?
I mean, semi-conscious maybe, but not conscious.
Yeah.
Braun's not involved. I'm interested. Like,
Braun's
what is
having
it?
his own conversation in his dreams.
Mhm.
No.
Oh yeah, no, I'm probably arguing with my fucking Echo at this point. Like, yeah, no, Braun's out. He's taking this in maybe in some fugue state, but that's it. Subconsciously, maybe he hears this. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
What's Lila doing?
That's a good question.
Just listening to these two talk like, you people.
She's like,
Every
every time
time
sleeps, tossing and turning, puts a pillow over her head. No.
Or every time Soul starts popping another line, she's just like,
Oh no, I'm not doing any currently. I'm still wearing it off.
just keep that shit away from Thimble.
Yeah.
You ain't cooking my boy on your drugs.
You give that to Thimble, he's gonna open a portal to the Feywild, and we're gonna be hosed.
Yeah, we don't want it.
We'll be unstoppable.
Felt bad enough giving him cider.
I'm gonna turn to Fimble and be like, hey, do you want to go for a swim right now? I feel like
No.
for a swim.
No.
Ready for a swim.
Oh man.
No.
Oh, I'd like to see you swim,
I just need to
Soulstar.
be wet right now.
It'd be hilarious.
Just need to be wet.
I just need to be wet. I'm just too dry right now. Do you feel dry?
No. I mean, yes, but not too dry.
I feel too dry. And I don't usually feel too dry.
Soulstar, you
Anyways,
couldn't
I'm not
go for
gonna
a
go for a
swim
swim
even if
alone.
you wanted to.
That's right. I would just be waterlogging.
Yep. It's like,
Somebody
dive.
just
Shove me into the pool.
Yeah, you dive and it's
That
like
almost sounds like I would hurt
ice.
myself. No. I'll just sit in bed and I guess if everybody's going to go to sleep, I'll take out my the crystal shard, the summoning stone, and meditate just a little bit more.
Okay, you get about another hour of meditation in as you pass out and fall asleep. Braun is now spooning Lila's fox as they sleep in the
Snuggling the
which
fox.
is the living room floor.
Another thing I will deny in the morning. Nope.
Lila, where are you at this point in time?
I will probably be in my bed, so probably leaving the door open just in case I hear some crashing in the other room.
Yeah, you have your shield and your mace right at the door, sort of propping the door open as you rest. And Fimble, where are you at? I feel you're like the sober person in the party, so you're just sitting there like recapping everything. But that's my own DM notes because I've been that many a times.
I'm just kind of like sitting there, like trying to figure out what the heck is going on, and probably just think myself to sleep.
Are you in your room or are you like on a sitting chair?
Probably out in the living room where Ron and Soulstar were.
Yeah, so you're on the lazy boy.
Yeah.
Just sitting down asleep.
Mhm.
Braun's definitely on.
You're on the floor, yeah.
Yeah,
Braun's definitely on the floor with the fox.
apparently spooning a fox. That's... Nope.
That sounds
Some
cozy
people
as
crawl out
hell.
of a book, but I didn't spoon no fox.
No.
What does the fox say? No.
Fox doesn't say shit. The fox
Nobody knows what's good for him.
Right? Get awake. See what happens.
All right, and we'll call this the end of the session for the night, and we'll pick up the next morning.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, just still gotta pick a direction.
Yeah, no,
South.
I thought he gave us like a very
I'm gonna put a
difficult
note up.
fork in the road, and now it's like a pitchfork. There's at least like
Yeah.
3. We could go find out about Joel and Satori and get paid and like resupply. We can go backtrack and help Thimble. And
Well, if we go to Satori, we could probably make our way south from there
right
to the
That-
fields of Typhon.
that's
Fenland sounds pretty friendly now that they have
Yeah.
a full revolution.
Mm-hmm.
Since we've been-
timing.
But also Lila's
Yeah,
like in crisis.
That feels urgent to me.
Yeah.
I think Braun is siding on Team Lila on that right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Well,
because,
there's syndicate activity there.
right? That seems the most active, and like, she had a premonition.
Yeah.
It's
Well, I had a
about,
premonition
We
too.
all
We
did.
all
Yeah.
did.
we don't know. Soulstar's seeing his past, as far as we know. Like,
I don't know. There's
This is
there's
not
clockwork
Braun.
whores in space.
Remember what the name of Lila's village was?
Jasanko's breath.
Yeah.
Larry, is there any way you could bring up the map right at the end
Oh.
here?
Yeah, let me. I have Kingsport up, but I will
Jasanko.
bring up her map.
Just for a quick like visual of like,
Yeah. Just give me 1
Yeah.
second.
we won't remember any of this in 2 weeks when we actually have.
I know.
I was actually looking at
I
that.
won't remember this
You said
tomorrow.
A while ago.
Right. That's why I love playing Braun. I don't have to take
Yeah.
notes. 'Cause-
Distance-wise, the closest thing is.
I just love recording this, so if I have any questions, I
Yeah.
can just review the footage.
Yeah. The distance-wise, the closest thing is Yasanko's breath because that's up north with Pride of Abraxas, which is where we're at.
Right.
It's just directly east.
And we've
Everything
already
else
been
is south
making-
of us.
Yeah, we've already been making our way that way for a couple months worth of sessions, but at least a couple
Plus,
of
hello.
games.
Oh lordy.
There it is.
Plus, Scheid has to find like 5 other parts of the mother in order to actually kill her.
So we think. Well, yeah, I mean,
Well, so
Whoa.
she says.
yeah, but
I'm
so
sharing.
also so Thimble.
Oh,
So
you're sharing. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
who's
I've
taking
got the
his?
actual map. I've got the actual map ready to share. So,
Okay, let me stop sharing. Give me a second. There we go.
alrighty. Share screen. So Jasanko's breath is up north.
I still don't see anything yet.
Yeah, I got
I've got to
Yeah.
click the thingies.
There it is. Region map started. Screen sharing. Loading.
Oh, it just takes a little movement, I think. Usually.
There it goes.
Yeah.
What?
That's the village. We don't need that.
Oh, I
yet.
almost got the spelling right on that one.
Just need to know where in the world map it is.
On the world
Where
map.
in the world is
It
Yonko?
just feels like we've been
I don't know. Did I not?
pushing
All right.
for so long
I thought I
now.
sent out a copy of the world map, but it's just
The world map is there, but Sanko's breath it is not
not
visible on it.
labeled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah, I know
show
it's
you
the
on
lake to the
map.
right.
Yeah.
There we go.
So what looks like the bird's beak is Aethon's perch, and then north of that there's the eye, which is the lake, and that's
Wait,
where Jasanko's
still
breath
looking
is.
art.
I know. And everybody, if you play D&D and you're have to make maps, check out Incarnate. It works. I'm shit at maps, but hey, it works.
I have a lot of fun playing
That's
with.
actually their slogan, Incarnate. It works.
Yeah. Or if you're, especially if you're an artist, you can upload your own designs and import them into the site, so you can make maps more customize the maps a little bit more, as well as like design.
Larry's going real hard for that partnership deal.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I currently use a what's it called? Brain Wonder Draft for my campaign, and I have a lot of fun playing with that.
Underdraft is a
Awesome.
lot of fun.
I haven't tried it out. This is the first thing that I came across. I'm like, all right, I understand this, and I
Yes.
worked with it.
One.
Very user friendly.
You've
I'm
done
not going to
fucking-
be Elon Musk here and say you can't like support other things.
No.
Every tool
There's a-
that you have is a good tool for a DM and player. We should all
There we
learn
go.
to utilize the tools given to us.
Yeah. Well, and dude, you've done such a good job with our battle maps and
Holy shit, yeah.
fighting everything. Like,
So
Okay, here
Aethon's purchase here. This is where like the Empire is based. And
where are
then
we right now?
Right now, you're here. The Pride of
Okay.
Abraxas. Lila's home
Oh,
is
dude.
here.
Mm.
Yeah,
Jasanko's
directly.
breath.
Okay, that's
Oh,
what
I
I was
see, shit.
guessing it was, but
And Celia de Luna is
is looking for another idol here in the Scars of Arias.
So we're looking at like Winter Town and then mountains.
Mountains, and there's
Yeah.
things beyond
Christmas
the mountains
Town.
as well.
What was that, Larry?
And there's things beyond the mountains that you can see.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. All kinds of big baddies.
Yep. But that's the thing
it-
about like making like weird thing, big region maps. It's not really a world map because it's only one section of the world. So,
Sure.
But there is other stuff out there. Whoa, sorry, expanded a little too much. But yeah,
There's Avalon, and then to the
Yeah, we made it
West.
to that cluster of islands from Avalon.
and here's the Fields of Typhon, the Moonshire Forest,
Okay.
or adjacent to
Venlin.
it. Yeah, Venlin is down here. Yeah.
and then Satori's northwest
Yep.
through the Nidhogg Forest.
Yeah.
Right there. So there's a lot to
No, like
explore.
out of game seems to me like the best thing to do is keep pressing forward and and get to the place we've
It's
been
closest.
traveling towards, and then try to make a run deep south to help Thimble.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This doesn't make the most sense.
Yep.
But are we the party
Or-
that makes sense or logical decision?
Do we do things that make sense? I don't know.
In game is
I
any
don't
of
know
this?
We
about
could
that.
just we could just split and go all directions at once.
Split the party.
Yeah.
It's the intelligent thing to
2v2.
do.
Speaking of split, I am going to have to split. So it has
Alright.
been very nice playing with you guys.
Get about
Thank
that
you.
time.
Have a
See you in
good
a couple
night.
weeks.
Yeah.
See
Always
you in the
appreciate
new
it.
year.
Wait,
Yes.
that's true.
The
Yeah, wait,
first.
when is the new session? The next
It'd
session?
be
Like the
New Year's
fourth?
Day.
I don't have that calendar for that.
It'd be
Wait, New
yeah,
Year's
Day?
New Year's
New
Day.
Year's
Do
New
you
Year's
guys want
Day.
to do a New Year's Day,
Oh,
or do you
you
want
were
to
right.
postpone it? I have to
No.
be at work at 6 in the morning on that day. I'm not happy
There's
about
nothing
that,
I want to
but
do all year long than play D&D.
That's up to you then, man.
Yeah, that's
I'm
up
gonna-
to you.
if-
Should
I
be
will-
fine either way.
I will go through it because I'll be home by 2. I can take a quick nap and play.
But Larry, I mean, if you want to get together on the 8th
Yeah.
instead of 1st, man.
That's chill.
How does everyone? I'm gonna put it up to the group vote. I will do it.
But
Either or less, because it's the only thing that I look forward to every 2 weeks is like DMing for you guys
Yeah.
because you're so awesome.
Right. And next week is Christmas Day, so
Yeah,
I
we're
really,
not doing next week.
I do have to go.
I gotta
so
visit the folks.
Yeah.
All right. Peace out.
We'll just
Bye.
put a poll
Yep.
up in our chat and we can do it that way.
All right. We'll
Sounds
do that.
great.
Precisely, yeah. When it gets closer to the day, we'll
Like,
decide.
Peace out.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
Yeah, I'm open on either, really. Not like I'm going over to Florence and visiting the folks anymore.
Yeah. Well, I'll be
Yeah, and I
down
have-
in Eugene Friday, and I'll be leaving Monday. So.
Okay.
Monday for Christmas,
Yeah.
you mean? Okay. Yeah,
Right.
I've got from Christmas to New Year's off. So this Friday is my last work day, and then from there to till the 3rd, and I'll go back to work. So
Okay.
I'm using up all my leftover PTO that I have
But yeah.
left.
Cool. But yeah, I'll put a poll up in the chat, as they say, and you guys will vote for it. Personally, I think I'll be fine.
Okay.
I'll probably just catch sleep right after the session. But it'll be fun, depending on what you guys choose to do. I know I put you guys through, as far as like direction of where to go next, Gambit.
Yeah.
But that was the point. And you guys started talking to each other, which I loved.
I was Braun was unconscious. He has no idea.
But yeah, no, it was that late night party talk that things get aired, but will they actually remember it situation?
Yes, that is the true question. What will get addressed when everybody else is sober?
Yeah. As soon as I see,
I think we're going with the Lila situation because that's been more prescient as throughout the group.
Yeah.
that would be my vote.
Yeah.
We pushed towards that, and it seems urgent.
Yeah.
But all I know is as soon as I see Fimble wearing a brass ball, and I don't remember giving it to him,
You're gonna feel your beads
He's-
down.
Yeah, he's mocking me. He's now he's just actively mocking me. He's replaced. Now he's mocking me. So.
All right.
That should be fun.
Oh, it will definitely be fun. No ifs or buts about it. But yeah, either the 1st or the 8th, we'll definitely let everybody know, as well as the community here on Twitch and on YouTube. And I will say this again, for anybody that's watching now or future, please like, comment, or subscribe. Help us find the community. Help us grow. Let's us find some sponsors. And we'll see you the next time we play.
Yeah.
Click, click, click. Delete.
Click, boom.
Thank
Right,
you,
yeah.
Larry.
Oh, thanks for playing. I'm always having a great time with you guys.
Yes, it's been a pleasure. And as always, Wiz.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Da-da-da.
Nice.
I got-
No.
I got a grumpy butt.
You
All
need
right.
to believe the fact that you are a good DM and
I've
stop
only
doubting
been an
yourself.
I'm a decent DM. I'm getting towards good. That's
Mhm.
how I see it.
Mhm.
You are
You
decent.
gotta let that imposter syndrome go away.
Yeah, I know. But it just, like I mentioned with like Chunyans, like everybody strives for perfection. We're never going to attain it, but we're going to still try to achieve it because that's what artists and people do.
Dude,
So
there
I
was a
always
moment.
have something to learn in every
There was a
session.
moment tonight with Chunyan where you had the perfect fusion between Fozzie Bear and Beetlejuice, and I love it. I fucking love it.
Oh yeah, man!
Well,
I gotta get the
would be a
rumbles
fire-
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah,
It was
you
perfect.
have to go full Muppet. It's hard to do. I am not a voiceover artist, so I'm not practicing to do it all the time. I'm working my way up to getting that consistency.
I could have confused you with Michael Keaton doing Fozzie Bear. That's you were right at
yeah, man.
Yeah.
I am the knight. I am vengeance. I am the Batman. You're welcome.
1, 2,
Rest in peace,
3
Kevin
more times.
Conroy.
Anyway, man.
All right.
Cole's pretty much stomping.
All
So-
right. Love and respect. See you later.
Yep.
Have a
Thank
good
you.
night.
Have a good night. Appreciate it. I thank you all. Ha. And to you, the viewer, love and respect. The best things in the world. And now the awkward point where I have to like go to the PC and stop the live feed. But that's just happens in life. Awkwardness is a part of it. And I hit that instead of this. Man, I'm not really good at this sometimes. But I'm learning, getting better. I want to thank all the DMs that have inspired me. Matt Colville, Dave B. Walters, Matt Mercer, Mulligan, that bronze girl. There's so many DMs. Joe Starr, who is working for D&D Beyond. Anyways, check it all out. It's fucking amazing. D&D Beyond, go check them out. They're a great, useful tool for managing character sheets and everything else. Check out Mia K's Patreon page if you like to get minis and like learn how to, and you've got a printer or just like how to print and paint and sculpt and model. She does everything. It's amazing. You should check it out. Incarnate and all the other map services that you can find online, they're a great tool to use. Never limit yourself when you go to create something or you're just a part of something. There's so many tools out there. Experiment, find out what you like, what you don't like, use it or not. It's only what you find that works for you is only gonna it's only gonna raise what you can do as a character. You're gonna be able to focus more on role playing instead of like dice rolling, which I know can get bogged down. This is something I'm learning to break through. That's why I break the 5e rules, and maybe I'll use some 4e or 3e stuff just to make things happen. There's like Numenera, when you're doing like espionage and like when the teams sort of split, but they're all doing something in unison, like a heist or something. Like Numenera rules work really well for that. So when you're doing homebrew, you can mishmash. It's all D20, so you can mishmash. There's GURPS, there's ninjas and super spies from like back in the 80s, which are really great to like learn the mechanics of what you can do with a D20 system. But don't limit yourself. There's too much out there, too many tools out there for DMs and players to use to limit yourself. Just experiment. Some things don't work well. Some things work great. It's really on how you work with the system, and then like, you know, it's like, I hate to go back to like the PC and like the Apple stuff, but it's a lot of interfaces are like that, because it's like, oh, well, we're better for Apples and we're better for PCs. Find out what works best for you in whatever situation you're in. It's only gonna level up your playing and your role playing and your DMing. I mean, I've only been doing this for like maybe 2 years, about just over 2 years. I've DM'd some sessions way back in the day, and consistently I've been DMing for about 1.5 years. So it's about 2 years now, added up. And I'm still learning. I'm still, you know, breaking myself to do more voice work, which is something I never really thought I could really do. I have my own dumb voices in my head, but like sharing that within a possible crowd of people, or just like the 4 people that I'm DMing with, I don't know how it's gonna be received. But that's like the very beginning sessions. I was very reluctant to do any sort of voices because I don't want to be compared to people that do that shit for a living. I am not that person. I work retail and I do camera work for live events in the Pacific Northwest, you know, Oregon and Washington. So it's adding another thing is difficult to do. But then I also do the music. If you're watching our YouTube, I do all the music on that, and then I edit it, and which is a multi-camera edit when I do it on YouTube, because I have speaker view, I have group view, and I have map view, whether it be battle map or regional. So I gotta cut between that. Sometimes it's just between like speaker and the group view, when it's just something like we did tonight, where it was more or less theater of the mind. But adapting to things is a plus. I'm glad I took the theater classes that I took in high school and when I went to AI Institute and learned writing and acting and directing and camera and things like that. I went the gambit because growing up, it's like I listened to, and well, throughout my years growing up, well, like DVDs, when DVDs had like, you know, the commentaries and like all the background footage and all the excerpts and all that stuff, that things like that like really cue you into like, oh, so that's how they tell the story, and that's how what they weave things, and it's all everybody listening to each other and wanting to push that story forward and make it the best they can be. That is the exact same thing in D&D that you're going to find in like any like DVD or commentary about a movie, or people that write books together, like Gaiman, and there's well, all right, I'm going to cause it here because I'm just going to ramble on, but I'll save that for a video in the near future coming out before the year's end. Look for it on YouTube. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe there, and follow us here on Twitch so you're aware of every time we do our sessions. We got our session either on the 1st or the 8th, depending on what the group votes for. I am totally down to do the 1st. Not looking forward to it, but I will do it, and I will make it a hell of a session, because that's what a DM should do. Every session should be catered to the players, and hopefully that transcribes to the audience. But I think if you, again, following the rules of story, focus in on plot, character arc, and growth, and like overall growth, not just like players, but like overall growth of characters, plot, and world environment, people are going to be tied in. I mean, name something that you love and think about how it progressed and incorporate that into any type of situation or story that you were wanting to create yourself. It can be hard sometimes, I know that, but when you have a good crew around you, you just gel together and things meld. So, anyways, thanks for tuning in. Catch you next time. I'm going to stop the stream, I promise, I think. No, I promise. But look up for that video. It's going to be on YouTube shortly. Just got to finish writing it. And it's not going to be like the others. I'm going to be off the cuff for a lot of it like I'm doing now. But there's just bullet points I know I have to hit. Love and respect.